He said he was about to win. Does that mean like we're screwed no matter what I do, even if I draw step click him? He says I'll make this game quick. I'm assuming that means I can't stop him no matter what. Yeah. Oh, this hand was 3 Titans. Oh, man. Gonna let the opponent do his thing, of course. Path to exile. Terminate. Where are you? When we need you. Where are you? We're very dead. We're not just a little bit dead. We're very dead. Matchup for Jace. Oh no. Alright, no fear. The kneeling click's gonna get in there. Goif is gonna try his best. Believe, Goif, just you can tussle with the Titan. Have to believe. Is Goif the Symbol Titan? You missed all these little fruit snacks? What? What are you talking about? No, don't bajuk Goif. No! Our plan. I don't think we actually have a plan for this matchup, do we? Yeah. True. I'm already thinking about my sideboard, by the way. That seems good. Kill the amulet. Yeah, about it. The rest of our sideboard looks like poop. Like literal poop. Appreciate that the opponent knows how to do his combo very quickly. Alright, let's do this, Goif. Let's get in there. Oh, now I'm dead. Well now. Yeah, that happened. So, what's the plan? Kill that freaking amulet. There you go. There's plan number 1. Molten Rains and Spreadums are at a premium. Need to use them correctly. Is it Charm and Supreme Will some of our only interaction? Jace, yes, you're too slow. I'm sorry, man. You're too slow. Beast Within works here. Yeah, I mean the most important cards that we'll try to like mulligan towards are like V-Click, these elements. Like those are the elements that can actually like steal a game. Maybe like one of these elements hitting their amulet could do something. I am back. Yeah. Things that are like too slow, things like Courser and E-Witness, these are like really slow. They're kind of in the same Jace category. Although Witness getting back something to, like getting back the Will or getting back, you know, Click or Molten Rain seems fine. Even though it's a lot of mana, it seems like a good hit off the Blood Braid. I'm not really that excited about anything else, so let's jam. I mean, Kitchen Finks is something to think about. Now, it's just leaving all the burn. Rug decks like ours typically have a lot of burn spells, more than you'd imagine, right? Like we have Rains and Electrolyzes and Bolts and Tarfires and Fork Bolt, so quite a few burn spells. Can always go upstairs. All right. Yep, I'd love to play first. I don't think we're gonna miss many of these cards. So, all right. This time we're gonna put the Tarmogoyf on the table. I don't think we can keep this though. It doesn't have any of those elements I just talked about, but whatever. We'll make this a quick and painless. We'll make this a quick painless death. Because this hand unfortunately doesn't really have the stuff we need either to get there. But it's what it is. Tribal Shock. If you want burn, shouldn't P and K come in? Yeah, P and K is technically more burn. A slow start. We have a chance. We can even counter the amulet. Am I supposed to, like, hold out on that possibility instead of slamming Goyf like we didn't do before and then we just sit on this forever and die? No, we get the clock going. Watch him go turn 2 amulet. I'm like, no, our chance! Our chance to counter it. No! With our 2 mana really bad spell pierce. Yep. There. Oh, Relic. Ooh. Ooh, I should have played my fetch land. And down goes the Tarfire. Oh, but he didn't have amulet. Okay. He didn't have amulet. V-Click seems good. So we can attack and fetch. What are our color requirements? Let me see. We have green still in. So I guess I'm still getting Breeding Pool. Yeah, we also have... Well, but we have Molten Rain. But we have the V-Click in the hand. That's difficult. If I don't get Steam Vents, I'm not casting Clique. And also casting a top deck Rain. We're hoping for top deck Rain. Let's go for Steam Vents. Hit you for 1. Gotta get in with that Goyf damage, guys. Gotta get in with that 1 point of damage. Oh, I should have upkeep clicked, I think. This is okay. We'll end step click. Probably should have upkeep clicked though. I mean, draw step click, I mean. Alright, Misty's down. Whammy. We're in trouble. We're in trouble. I mean, I'm glad I mentioned Titan, like, as one of the combos we would never want to see with the pile, like, Tamir pile that we're playing. So I'm glad that somebody in chat rose up to take us down, because we were on a bit of a hot streak playing all those Coco decks and Goblins and all these other wonderful things. These are a few of the wonderful things to play against, right? Alright, Click's actually going to be able to swing. Slow down, Tarmogoyf. Slow down. Uh-oh. Dismember. Oh boy. What do you got? Okay, I'm going to take that one. Problem is he can return the Talaria, but it's a little slow. Goyf is bigger again. Okay, let's roll the dice. Does the Blood Braid hit a way to destroy the Relic of Progenitus? It's yet to be seen. Not BBE! Not BBE! No! Our opponent. Yes! Yes, it is. Cast. Yes. Instant. Well, we already had instant. Was it a good Blood Braid? You tell me. Hiya! He's at 4. We can do this! We have the power! We can do it, stream! He also, like, helped us. He took, like, 4 damage on that Dismember. We can do this. We have the technology. We can do it! Thanks for the follow. Seal of Primordium. Hiya! He's gonna crack Relic, right? You crack Relic, then we bolt you. Hiya! Who knew playing Burn was good? Is this like the closest I'll get to Burn? You betcha. Not much of a Burn player. A Quest Dove. Thank you so much for the follow. Also, Battle Rules. I missed you earlier. Thanks so much. And Remy90. Sorry, Remy. Did I sideboard wrong? Probably. Like, this match is also too fast for Ancestral. But I think we just have to get lucky. I'm fine, like, leaving in the stuff that we have to get lucky on in order to win a match that's probably unwinnable, right? I mean, somebody suggested Huntmaster. Somebody said put in Mom Pop Thopter Shop. I don't think I'm supposed to run some of these 4-drops like Huntmaster and Pia. Turn 5 kill through Relic Dismember, not bad. Thanks, man. I try. No, let's run it back. I don't think there's another configuration that would be any better or worse than this garbage. Although Ooze is a little slow. I mean, Ooze is slow. Maybe Ooze comes out. Maybe Ooze is worse than P and K. Do you think Jace will see a lot of play, or is it just mean specific decks? I'm torn on the back of Big Dummy, playing 2-2, 2 proof form coin battle. I don't know. We keep it. Yeah. Turn 1 Ancestral. It's not going to get any slower than that. Well, we can Ancestral 1 turn sooner in the event of Bloodbraid hitting it, but that's a moot point. Even in that case, we don't get to enjoy the extra cards off of Bloodbraid until turn 5, even in that case. So that's something to think about. Without ramp, we don't actually get to enjoy the extra cards that Ancestral gives us in either case. Quest Dub with the... Thank you so much for sending your Twitch Prime my way. That's huge. Support, Twitch Prime support. Quest Dove. Welcome to the Brews by the Magic Guy show. We don't normally stream Monday nights. I do normally stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, and weekends. Either some combination of both Saturday and Sunday or one or the other. I let you guys know on my social media. Thanks for that follow, man. I mean, the follow into Twitch Prime, that's huge. I don't know what I did right to make you do that. Oh no, it's Azusa! We're dead! We're dead! It's Azusa! No! Okay, it's tireless. We're okay. It's just a tireless tracker. Relax. We didn't lose the game, guys. We still have our trusty Is It charm. And is it good here? Oh, it is. Is. Nice, really enjoy your content. Well, thanks, Quest Dove. I haven't seen your name in here before, so that's why I was very surprised to like see you go from follow directly to a Prime subscription. Since you're sub now, you get song requests. By the way, let me pull up the song request thing. Yeah, so now that you're subbed, you get a month's worth of song requests. If you want to change the soundtrack that we play and brew to, oh, he has double amulet. Great. What am I supposed to do now? This is so much mana. That's why amulet's so disgusting, because the second one is actually like relevant. We have to kill both. I have to Ancient Grudge right here. So kill this. And flash it back. Grudge is maybe the coolest thing about being Tamir in Modern. It really is. It's too bad it's a sideboard card. Maybe we should run 3. No, it's still a 2 of, I think. Even still. Card's great. Mopa says song request for your sub. Might put in some music hype. Yeah, I haven't decided if I want that to be a more or less kind of thing. Talaria West for what? If this is him grabbing Summoner's Pact, I can't click. I have to click in response to him summoning Summoner's Pacting. If this is what he's grabbing is the Summoner's Pact. So he grabs Gruul Turf, actually. So I might still have to... I still feel like I have to draw step click this guy. See, Ancestral is almost here. Next turn. Like I said, even with Bloodbraid Elf, we don't get to enjoy the Ancestral draw until after that. Ooh, spread him? Maybe that's better. Like, Goyf and spread him. Take him off, yeah, hit the Gruul. We hit the Gruul turf, I think. It's kind of moot. Because, like, they have things like Talaria, which is tempting to just get him off of double. I mean, the red splash doesn't really do anything in his deck all that much. We definitely need to get Island here. Or maybe I'm supposed to get green, green, blue, blue. Breeding pool. No, cut him on blue, cut him on the blue, green. Yeah, I didn't think the Gruul turf's all that important. I thought that was the case. Hit the Simic. It just doesn't really change much. All right, we drew a Bloodbraid. Can't lose. And see, we're not going to get to enjoy the extra cards until just now. I mean, I might be... Still hit the blue-green. Does it really make that big of a difference here, though? Because, like, we're still giving him a blue source. I guess because he gets to bounce it and, like... I mean, us hitting both amulets was gross. Like, we literally drew some of the nuts, right? We have Click again. We saw an Ancient Grudge. Like, a lot of the things that could have possibly happened. Science. Rules. Thank you so much. Hundreds? 100 thanks. Thank you so much for that follow. Welcome to the show. Hope you like what you see. We're trying to break Bloodbraid Elf. I don't think the Jace is what's breaking Bloodbraid, just to point that out. I think that we're trying to do the Ancestral thing is the goal. We have cascaded into Ancestral twice tonight. Maybe we should make that like a thing in chat, like a counter, BBE into AV count. Because we have done it twice so far. Fencer with the sub. Thanks for, oh, Goyf's down. Goyf down! Wait, no he's not. Opponent miscalculated. We win! Opponent miscalculated the Dismember. We did it! Don't. It happens. Goyf, math is weird. We did it! Ancestral for the win! 100 said, been on the stream for the last couple hours, really been enjoying it. Cheers. Thanks, man. That's second sub of the day. Holy crap. You guys are awesome. Subtrain hype. Is a charm. Was a 4-5 last turn. Ancient Stirrings, oh my bad. Yeah, sorcery. Got into the mix. Yes, I do want to cast this. Draw 3. Charmaze with the follow. And Oakley. A lot of new faces. Woo, Supreme Will. Do I sit on this? Well, thank you. Can I add another card type to the yard? Maybe we just Forkbolt his face and sit on V-Click or Supreme Will. As much as I want a Bloodbraid, I think I'm gonna... Yeah, I'm gonna burn his face, get in for 5, and... Am I supposed to draw step click, or do we sit on the will and then if nothing happens... I think we sit on will. If nothing bad happens, we end step click or electrolyze. Probably still click. Like, I like my hand. We don't want to click ourselves. We click the opponent. Forkbolt sit on click. Yeah, I think so too. 100. I think Forkbolt sit on click. Stream's pretty great so far. Keep up the good work. Thanks, Charmaze. AlDR22, welcome to the Brews by the Magic Guy show, where we like to play kind of off-the-cuff interesting decks. I play a really interesting deck in Legacy, if you guys want to see. We've been working on it. It recently put up results in a recent Legacy challenge. It's still not correct, though, like card for card, but it basically, the gist of the deck is it's kind of like a Tesserator variant that birthing pods directly to Griselbrand. Well, more, it has a way to get to Griselbrand. More correct way of putting that. Anyway, I mean, I like Modern too. I play a lot of Modern. We play a lot of Legacy. I dabble in Vintage on occasion. I like to play Lumberjack in Vintage or various like Dak Faden things. What else do I like? That's about it for Vintage for me. Not really into like Vintage Dredge or like... I do think Paradoxical Outcome is cool. That's like another deck I would play, maybe. Oakley says you're the only one on Twitch streaming Magic that's streaming what they should be streaming. Oh, well, thanks. I had the help of my chat. They're actually who I'm playing against. I'm playing against viewers in my channel. The Bloodbraid Elf and Jace's. Thanks, man. I guess we take the Dismember. Okay, we take the Dismember. Tarmagoofy? I mean, don't we just bash in? How do we lose here? Hang on a second. How do we lose here? I'm swinging 5, 9, 10, 11, 12 if I just go for it. You could play Lumberjack in Legacy 2. We've been trying to make it work. It hasn't worked. And that's so frustrating because I think Lumberjack is the most underrated mana dork, even after the printing of Deathrite Shaman. Okay, he scoops. Good games. Oh, wait a minute. Was this game 3? Did we just 2-1? What? Wait a minute. We thought we were dead to combo. What just happened there, stream? Stream? You got some splaining to do. I thought we said that this Tamir deck had a 0% chance to beat something like Titan Bloom. Yeah, Amulet Titan. You got some splaining to do. What if he has the fog? Have we made a Jeskai Jace list yet? Wait. What card is this? No, Lumberjack's not better than Deathrite. But I'm just saying, as far as dorks that make mana, there's nothing closer to Lumberjack. Lumberjack makes the most mana per capita out of all of the mana dorks that have ever been printed. Yeah, but you top deck one? Yeah, I probably just drew all the correct cards. Good games, though. Just play Blue Moon? Probably. Then we don't have to worry about that. What do we do with the deck? Oh, yeah, it's in free form. Bah, good games. DJ, we got super lucky, man. I saw an Ancient Grudge. I saw a Vendilion Click like most of our games. I saw a Supreme Will. I got super lucky, man. And I had like the stream helping me think about how to sideboard. So I think if you had a whole team of people behind you, it would have made your sideboarding definitely at least go better. I did try to make most of the play decisions on my own, but I did have. I'll admit I had help sideboarding. So you know you can give the win to the stream, not necessarily me. We had some help. So how do we make this better? Don't we like cut some of the bad redundant threats and then like add some like 1-drops? That's nice to say. The Dismember Punt cost big time. Oh, it did, DJ, but it happens to the best of us, man. I don't fault you for that, dude. It happens. It's all good in the hood. Can we have another opponent, please? Does somebody else have a banned and restricted modern deck for us to play against? Or DJ, you want a rematch, or do you have another deck you own? Courser seems about 5 out of 10. I think the Courser is weak. I think it is a bit weak. I could see that getting the bin. I could see adding like another 1-drop or 2-drop. In that place? You got me, Vencer? All right, cool. Why not just some Jace VPs? You know, 100, a lot of people have brought up Jace VP, and I can't keep denying that Jace could be sweet in this thing. So maybe we should get a Jace Friends Prodigy? Matt Fractal, you got to challenge us to a... hold up a second. Maple Fractal, you got to challenge us to a freeform because Jace and Bloodbraid aren't legal just yet. Let me type to this guy. Hold up. Maple Fractal. What about... Yeah, it is. I mean, I like Jace or even Search for Skanta. Search for Skanta gets better in this list now that we're not running the moons, the blood moons. Like when you had Molten Rain in the Goblins matchup. Yeah, I did have Molten Rain in the Goblins matchup. That was a little gross. Yeah, it was pretty bad. They should be moto legal tomorrow. Not till Wednesday. Not till Wednesday, Charmaze. Although it might be Tuesday where you live, so I should say maybe what your statement is still correct because just because it happens to be still Monday my time doesn't mean it's not Tuesday your time. No worries, Vencer. You got time. Yeah, I mean we could add some filtering. Like I'd love to get like a search or something in here, like a Jace. So you guys are thinking cut Courser for like Jace or the snap set. We could run some snaps. We could run like some Snapcasters, Snap Dapper Mage, if you will. All right, Vencer, good luck and have fun. Can we really justify the Molten Rains? No, they're probably bad. This hand looks interesting. I have no idea what the opponent's on. At least I don't think I do. Do we know what Vencer's on? Anyone? I'll keep this in the dark. It's fine. What about Nux? Yeah, we could put in a Savage Nux. So let's see. It could be Jace Vryn's Prodigy. I mean, I like the fact that we're kind of on a more or less consensus. So things that are weird, maybe the Mana Denial should go back to the sideboard. JCV could take the place of Courser. Or one of these other pieces. It doesn't, I mean, like, Jace is a consideration. We've talked about Dark Dwellers. What about something like Nux? Venser's on Venser? Of course he is. Yeah, Savage Nux we talked about. What about an Explorer? I don't know about Explorer. I don't know about Explorer, necessarily. Oh, God. Well, glad I have a Spreading Seas. And we were talking about cutting this. Insanity. Insanity. And we were talking about cutting it. And look what shows up to get Spreadumed. Am I supposed to still play the Raging Ravine instead of... I think we suspend the Ancestral. Right? I just do a 4th mana source for Bloodbraid anyway. Let's... but we can shock. It's Tron, whatever. What about Roast? We had Roasts in the deck. We didn't like them. Lightning Bolt to face. I think Roast is correct, though. Even if it's a dud to hit on Bloodbraid occasionally. See, that's the thing. I think we're trying too hard to make Bloodbraid not feel bad. When, like, we could run things like Roast, because Roast just feels good, or, like, Dismember even. Because, like, we need to deal with some of the bigger creatures of the format. And this build is not. This build is not. This build's plan for the bigger creatures... Creatures that go bigger than our Goyf, our plan is to block, to chump block. Oh god, the Sylvan Scrying. What does he reveal? What do you reveal? Can I still justify Spreading Seeing his Urza's Mine? Because he might have a redundant mine, and then, like, we're really stupid. We might want to actually wait and fire this off on the tower he just searched up. The Spreadum. I hope I draw a Goyf or something this turn. Oh, well, Field of Ruin. Okay, hold up. With Field of Ruin's help, I think we can justify hitting the mine with the Spreading Seas. And then we can Field of Ruin the one that he searched up. So we're hitting all the cards we need to in this matchup. Let's see if we keep doing it. Oh, Jace. Oh, yeah. Not good in this matchup, but we can dream. What about Oracle? Oh, 100, you should do this. Sorry, I have a few different commands for looking at the deck list. That's the Stream Decker. Link is the one you want. The one that says Waterfalls is closest to what we're playing. Oh, he did have the redundant mine. No, we lose! He had the redundant mine! He had the... Oh, no, he just searched for it off Scrying. What am I saying? Sylvan Scrying, reveal mine. He just searched that up. We're good. We're cool. It's all cool. We're okay. It's not over. It's not over. I feel like Bloodbraid could be a powerful thing you can do, but not the focal point of what you're trying to do. I like the way you put that. I like the way you put that. I like the way you put that, Lightning Bolt. You feel as though Bloodbraid could be a powerful thing you can do, but not the focal point. Yeah, that's hence why I thought maybe not even the playset of Bloodbraid's correct in something like this. Like, originally I was thinking sideboard the second Jace and run only 3 Bloodbraid, and then we have room for, like Modern is taking place here, and that's why I think that was one of the reasons in the banned and restricted announcement they were like, yeah, we don't really care about unbanning things like Jace and Bloodbraid, because, like, a lot of the action is here. This is where the action is. So, yeah, there's merit to, like, cutting some of these, or moving some of them to the board, and then maybe moving some of these other pieces to the main, like Finks and whatnot. Yeah, I totally see what you're saying. That was what I was thinking we should do. 3 and then 1 and 1 split. 2 Jace is a good number. I think 2 Jace is a good number, but do they both have to be main board? Or even, I mean, like 3 Bloodbraid, 2 Jace. Like, is that what we're supposed to do? Alright, so I think we hit... I like going after one particular piece of Tron. Like, when we're facing off against Tron. Like, I like continuing to go after one particular piece. Yes, we could fight over the tower, but, like, if we can answer all 4 Urza's Mines, like, that seems ideal. This is a mistake I oftentimes make when I'm fighting Tron. It's not the first time I've made it as a mistake. This is something he searched up, so that's where I'm trying to justify continuing to go after the same Tron piece. I think we have enough land destruction to continue to commit going after the same piece. Do I want the forest here? I guess. Next brew should be Esper Flash and Notion Thief. Hey, what's up, Shade? We're having a good stream today. Glad you could make it. Shade of Hades is one of our mods slash or X. Wait, why has everybody been unmodded? What the heck is going on? Let me remod you. What happened? You are not the only person we saw today that used to have mod status on my channel and it disappeared. I think we should maybe just Bloodbraid though. Ooh, Beast Within. Wow, we're like drawing all the ways to like stop his Tron. So we just searched up plant. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we roll the dice, or we do what we planned on doing the other day, which was, or last game, excuse me, is Jace set up a juicy cascade for the Bloodbraid and then Bloodbraid. Or am I just supposed to keep going after his Tron every turn? I mean, he can't have Tron next turn. It's not possible. 1, 2, 3, 4, and most will have 5 mana. I mean, it could be like a Thragtusk. I think we Jace. I think Jace opens up a lot of possibilities. I think we'll Jace and try to set up a juicy Bloodbraid Elf. I think that's the plan. We could need green or red potentially. I guess I'll go ahead and shock. I like Jace set up Bloodbraid into Beast Within. Yeah, that's true. We could do that. So Jace Brainstorm. Keep the fetch, obviously. Maybe this isn't a match for something like Raging Ravine. Maybe we'll want like both of these fetches. So Courser's laughable in this matchup, and like Raging seems too slow. Like I don't think we can spend a turn doing that. Not that like Izzet and Vendilion Click are all that much better. I think the things we put back are the Courser, and I guess we're redrawing one of these cards regardless of what I do. I guess the better question is, what are we trying to hit on the Bloodbraid, right? If the plan is Beast, and Bloodbraid will cascade past these cards that we don't necessarily want. Actually, really like your top end. Only change I would consider is minus a Bloodbraid plus 1 Huntmaster. You like Huntmaster a lot too. I have a Huntmaster in the sideboard. We have a Huntmaster in the sideboard. You want me to main this? We could. It's another reason to be Rug. Okay, so am I supposed to set up the Beast Within? I mean, that would be top. Sorry, that would be top. There was no reason to brainstorm? Yeah, probably not my good name. I don't disagree. Actually, it wasn't all that great. Like, we could have just maybe just got the beats going, or, yeah, that's probably true. No reason because AV is going off. Oh, yeah, what am I saying? It's sitting right here. Yeah. Yeah, that was stupid. We should have Jace Stormed. We should have maybe Fate Sealed. Or not played Jace yet. Alright, I think it's Tamir colors. You want to build it like GFab's Tamir Moon. Much more proactive spells, no counters. I'd love to see the list. That sounds familiar. Gerard Fabiano with like the engineered explosives on the side. Yeah, but you could still brainstorm next turn before you cast the Bloodbraid. Yeah, I forgot about the AV as well. I don't know how I could possibly forget about it. That was really dumb on our part. You know what might be good, even still, is just Bloodbraid into the Beast Within anyways, and then... Oh, no, we can't, because, yeah, Ancestral's going to draw the Beast. No! Anti-synergy. What are my thoughts on Bug? Bug with Jace? I think it could be good. I mean, that's going to be the talk of the town for a while. Like, if your deck is in red and or green colors, cards will be talking about Bloodbraid. Should it be in there? And then if you're a blue deck, like, okay, well, should there be Jaces in this thing? You could still brainstorm the Beast back in, though. Mopa made a bug list with Jace. It was sweet, Mopa. Mopapa. I'm probably mispronouncing your name. I'm sorry. Opponent's tanking over there. I don't blame him. We've drawn a lot of our relevant cards game 1 for Tron. Moon would have been incredibly sweet. The joy of fate sealing someone under a blood moon is glorious. Oh yeah, lightning bolt to face. We actually originally were playing a blood moon variant of this originally. Not like Gerard Fabiano's. I like to brew from scratch when I can, but I'm not too proud of a brewer to not take into account other people's useful ideas. So I would be okay looking at a list. All right, here comes Thought-Knot. Has he got mainboard Thought-Knots here? Ooh. He tapped 4 mana. What do you got? He's thinking. Poppa. Got it. Poppa. Oh, it's a ballista. Oh, it's a ballista. Ballista. It's a walking ballista. Huh. Would you look at that? It's a ballista. He has hardcast Wormcoil next turn, by the way. Maybe we should click him in the draw step. Wormcoil would be a problem. I guess I could Jace it back to his hand, though. Alright. All these options, yet maybe they won't matter because he's Tron. Junglebot in North America. And Golden City Kitty. Welcome to the Brews by the Magic Guy show. I missed you earlier, Golden City Kitty. My bad. Yeah, we're back, Necro. What am I supposed to do here? This all seems bad. I mean, we have Jace Storm with a fetch now. Is there like a 2 and 3 mana play I should consider instead of the Bloodbraid? Like within and charm, like charm the Ballista and then within the Tron piece during his turn, or like Vendilion Click, keep him off Wormcoil Engine. You like Brainstorm into Bloodbraid still? Yeah, I guess if we're running Jace and Bloodbraid, we might as well try to set up something nuts. Ooh. Wow. Okay, Molten Rain. Spreading Seas. You do need a clock? I do need a clock. That's true. Yeah, Lightning Bolt 2 Face and Cornon Macabre. That's a great name. Cornon Macabre. Welcome to the Brew Spy show. I don't think this match is about, like, Ravines, but I've been wrong before. Like, we have all these cards, and it's like I'm not sure exactly which 2 I need to put back. Ooze seems not right for this matchup, so neither does Courser. Not that I want, like, a million lands. Set up a Bloodbraid Rain. No, I don't think that's the play. I think it's actually kill the Ballista and either draw step, click him, or... Because he doesn't have Tron mana next turn, but he could have enough mana to cast an unfortunate... yeah, he could have enough mana to cast an unfortunate Wormcoil. Oh, I tapped wrong, though. And then we lost. No! We have to Molten Rain now, or Beast Within. Yeah. My bad, stream. That was so bad. I'm sitting here thinking we can draw step, click, and I tapped the island and the steam vents. Whoops. Spotty says you should cast Courser. No, I mean I'll stand by my mistake. I guess now we have to Molten Rain the one of the Urza's Towers. He's sending those both at Jace. Okay. And we will... I think our mana's okay now. Maybe I could finally get another basic. Alright, let's rain one of these towers. Let's make it rain up in here. And then we're going to discard down by 1. Again, I still feel like Raging Ravine's really slow. I feel like we're going to be doing a lot of other things with our mana. So I think I'm going to let go of the Ravine. Because next turn we have a 2 mana play and a 4 mana play. And we want to keep the fetch because we have Jace. But we potentially get to untap with Jace again. And a turn Beast Within still better? Maybe. So there's the power plant he searched up. An Ancestral. Ooh, we can set up the Bloodbraid Ancestral. That's dirty. It's tempting. Alright, yeah, it's tempting. It is tempting. And we can still Spreading Sea him off of the nuts. Alright, let's put Vision. Blood Braid. Cascade, draw 3. We don't need more cards? I know we don't need more cards, but I like drawing cards. Too many cards in hand? No, but I like drawing cards. You don't understand my love of drawing cards, do you? I think I'm going to make you understand, chat. I'll make you understand. When you're a guy like... See, when you're a streamer like me, there's something about drawing cards. There's something about it. And... thanks. There's something about drawing cards. You should be fate sealing him off of land search? Probably. That's probably correct. Is he dismembering that? Yeah, it's fine. Probably. I probably should be fate sealing. Probably. Drawing cards is the only reason to play Magic at all. I think Corsair's kind of bad. We'll keep the land and the additional Jace over that. Drawing cards over real plays. Who needs those? No, we don't need those where we're going, Oakley. But yeah, I should be fate sealing him off of relevant draws. Second power plant. Hardcast Worm Coil would be the play, if you can. We have a lot of good instant speed plays, or reasonable instant speed plays now. Alright, there's the O-Stone, and then we were like, oh crap. I mean, we could turn it into a beastie. He's on 2 cards. Could turn it into a beastie. Could get the information too, first. I don't like clicking on my own turn, but like I'm not sure. I mean, okay, we can beastie the O-Stone and then bounce it with Jace. I feel like I'm dreaming and Jace won't be there when I wake up. No, he's here. He's really here. He's actually here. Could Jace Storm and see if there's an even better option. But main board, I don't think there's going to be a better option for removing the O-Stone. I mean, and is O-Stone the I mean, like, again, like, establishing Goyf, Beast Withinning the Stone, establishing Goyf is fine. How much mana would that... Okay, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that would be 5 of our mana, and then we have 2 mana up for something like Is It Charm, his Karn that he's about to play. I know that sounds cute, but, like, that actually might be fine. Can't you just double Beast? How? Oh, Beast, Witness, back, Beast, Beast. Not this turn, but over the course of a couple turns. Actually, I just don't think I want to let him have that. I think we do get rid of this stone. No, I should have Fate Sealed or Brain Jace Storm first before I make this decision, though. Yeah, before I make that decision, I'm supposed to Jace Storm or Fate Seal. My bad. This lets us know if we have to Vendilion click. Ancient Stirrings is pretty good. It's better than the average bear. We'll bottom it. I probably should have waited for that, though, before doing any of these other plays. Yeah, I think now I have to consider draw stepping click, or sitting on the wheel, or end step click. Yeah, that was foolish. It's okay, we learned a good lesson there. I mean, we could have also just E-Witnessed back the Molten Rain. I mean, there are other plays that we could have considered. There's a lot of plays to consider when you're drawing this many cards. I still like the idea of slamming the Goyf. Goyf holding Charm sounds even better. I think Goyf into Charm is... Yeah, we're not afraid of, like... We have outs to him playing the Worm Coil. That's true. Goyf sit on Izzet-Charm, because Izzet-Charm does technically counter a Karn. Yeah, let's do that. And he'll be like, oh, well, BrewSpy can't have the second Izzet-Charm. There's no way he could have the second Izzet-Charm. Who plays 2 Izzet-Charms? We should have played Jace. No, Jace is in play already. You mean the other Jace? Playing second Jace would give us another Jace ability. That's true. Come on, cast your Karn. You have to. You're Tron. You have to do it. There's no way. I only have 30 cards left in my library. That's kind of insane. Doesn't do anything. He's not doing anything. Play all the Jace. He decides not to do anything. Okay. Jace Storm, or do we keep Fate Sealing? I like Fate Sealing. It makes me think he doesn't have much in his hand if he wasn't trying to slam it now. I also could have Jace bounced the token. See, this Expedition map still doesn't get him into Tron. Not that I'm saying I'm supposed to let him have it, I'm just saying, like, he's still not in Tron. I think I can let him have it. How's it gone? Oh, it's gone ups and downs, Melfina. We've beaten some decks we didn't think that we could. Molten Rain loop with Ewit. That's not a terrible idea. I'd have to tap my land differently. Whoops. So you're saying, like, oh well, I'd have to get the second basic force. We are in 2 basic force, right? No, I guess not anymore. You like brainstorming, try to hit more land drops. That's true. We could do more powerful things. So that might have been the right mode for Jace here. That's very true. I kind of just want to sit on like some of my instant speed interaction though for 1 turn even still. He's at 14, so like a couple chunks from Tarmogoyf and like a hit from Vendilion Click should end this. We should start bouncing our Ewits and stone raiding him. Oh, bounce my Ewits with Jace? That's dirty. Okay, he blocks. I like draw step click here. Maybe that's wrong. Because I did top the map. We didn't care about map. So like maybe this is still wrong because we just gave him something that's a dud to do the V click here. What do you think about Grixis control? Just let him have his different lands? Okay, that's what I was afraid of. So what's this Delirium count? He has... where's the Delirium count? It should be here somewhere. Well, we can do it ourselves. So there's Artifact, Sorcery, Land, Instant. Artifact, Land, Sorcery, Instant. So this is actually 9 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, we can actually counter Ugin. The extra turn on Emrakul is scary. I don't technically have to bottom anything, though. Just let him have it. Yeah, I mean, he's probably not going to get to this in time. Just say no. I'm going to say no on this click. I mean, like, yeah, like, Ballista is a concern. Yep. I mean, you can draw all the cards in the world, but if you don't do something with them, it doesn't matter. I fully am aware of that factor. Alright, a bolt seems great. Extra click, maybe not needed. Can bin the extra Jace, bolt the face. Goyf now grows. Maybe I should have done that before combat damage, right? No, we thought we wanted to sit on the will because we thought he was casting a Karn or an Ugin, perhaps. Although, would that even be that bad at this point? Like, Goyf is reaching an enormous state. He's a 7-8 with the Jace hitting the bin. I think we just try to J-Storm into... Oh, well, that wins. I was going to say we should J-Storm into a way that wins this turn, but, like, he's very dead now. Yeah, more gas. Didn't even need the witnesses. I mean, I can Bloodbraid into Witness because that's cool. That's what I was just setting up, but, like, it's unnecessary. He's very dead here. We drew, like, all the cards that are, like, useful in this matchup, didn't we? In a way. Like, in a way, I literally drew, like, all the cards we would possibly want against Tron, right? Except for the second spreading. Maybe we just have too much for this matchup, even. I mean, I thought that we would be dead to Tron. Somebody said, oh, we'll put a couple of these cards you were thinking about using against Tron in your main because it looks like your deck's soft to Tron. And I mean, we did. These, you know, ideally in other matchups are just mana denial or burn. I think in the end, like, it's kind of funny that we managed to hit them all. Anyway, so that's not really how that's supposed to go, right? All right, Seal of Primordium, perhaps? I mean, do we want things like Seal and Grudge? Is that like where we're supposed to go? We should just play Blue-Red Destroy Lands? You mean aka play Blood Moon? Yeah. It's funny how our land destruction's winning us the games. Oh, people have joked that Bloodbraid will go into Panza. Alright, Ooze is laughable. That goes. Tarfire and Forkbolt, also laughable. I mean, Lightning Bolt, arguably also laughable. Let's see, Tron on the play. Tron on the play. Courser seems cute. Witness is slow. I mean, maybe Jaces don't get cut even still. You don't like Blood Moon, though? It takes you off Click and Jace. Yeah, we wouldn't be able to play, like, double blue and double green. We'd have to make a choice between double blue or double green, which is what happened earlier in the stream. We did try to brew this with Blood Moon, and we made a choice. We decided to go with double blue for things like Click and Jace over double green, things like Courser and Witness. Courser also very slow. I think this comes out. I think this is kind of cute in the matchup, just like the Oozes are. I think we drew our Relevant Spells because we drew an extra billion cards. Almug, I think you're right. I think we did draw a lot of cards, and yeah, it definitely showed. We only had like 30 cards left in the deck, so we drew over half our library. All it takes is like 2 or 3 Ancestrals, man, and some Jace brainstorming. It's like a squillion extra cards. Yeah, it was pretty good. It felt good. I mean, can we go crazy with Tireless Tracker? He's not really going to be interacting with Tracker. Is this something we consider? That could like be drawing us lots of cards before the Jace even happened. I don't know if we have enough like time or mana to pay for the extra. So that's like a reason to maybe cut. I mean, I think Forkbolt has to go. Tarfire could maybe stay because it grows Goyf, but like I think that's a small reason. I mean, like I feel like both Tarfire and Electrolyzes are like, you know. So I kind of like the idea of trackers. Something to do with all this stuff that we have to do. Electrolyze cantrips us to the cards that we have to hit to win. All right, let's do it. You have way too many 2 and 3s in the deck, says Spotty. Probably. I don't like the curve. I much prefer a lower curve in Modern, for sure. Yeah, that's a change we can make too, Spotty Tail. Tracker over something like Forkbolt? Yeah, probably. Ooh. Keep. Seems good against Tron again. I feel the same way. I don't disagree. I mean, remember, this is a collaborative stream and a collaborative deck, so we've had a lot of comments, and some have been fruitful, some have been, I'm not sure. And yeah, that's kind of where we're at. I think I'm supposed to lead with Misty. Yeah, but you want 2s and 3s for Bloodbraid. You got to cascade into Mana Dork. We did do that earlier, Barking. We did cascade into a Mana Dork we were testing. That felt really gross. Did not feel good. Okay, do we go after Mine or do you go after Tower? Well, let's see what he scries for. I'm assuming this is for not a redundant piece. I'm assuming this is for, yeah, Power Plant. I mean, I like going after Tower in a vacuum. People always say it's correct to go after the Tower of Power. I'll just go ahead and crack here. I usually wait till here, but opponent's tapped out. The only dork I feel good to cascade into is Deathrite, yeah. Farseek could be good with Jace. Do some ramping. Somebody mentioned Explore might not feel so bad with Bloodbraid. That wasn't a bad suggestion. Anyway, let's see, Scalding, Forest. I think I still will go Breeding Pool. There's merit to going Steam Vents because it pairs with the pool and then we can fix ourselves into any other color combination. You usually want to go with the dual that complements the basic that you've drawn naturally, in most cases. I know I'm trying to sound all fancy, but there's really no fanciness to it. I think I'll still go after the Tower of Power. The Tower of Power. A Bloodbraid Elf. Hello. Hello there. Hello there, banned card. Not banned anymore. They always had the second tower. You should hit mine or power plant. Oh, he plays power plant. Which one did he search up? Yeah, plant, so we go after plant now. Ooh, or we just spread them. Well, I like beasting because next turn I could spreading and also slam Goyf. I still kind of like upkeep beasting. Or draw step beasting. Doesn't have to be just before he goes to his main phase. I think I'm supposed to beast, and the reason is because now I'll be able to go spreading into Tarmogoyf. Coco gets 2 things. Coco does the same thing. Yeah. I think Bloodbraid used to be a lot stronger, like rewind. I mean, again, that's how they justified the unbans, right? Because these were elements that were stronger in a previous modern environment. We'll go after the one he tutored for. In a previous modern environment that's no longer present. Did Tamir Charm end up being cut? It did, Flux. Noel says you should play Tracker for clues. Tracker does get 2 clues here, but I think that's cute, and Tracker's something we brought in just because we didn't have anything else we wanted. Ghost Quarter. I still think, I mean, we could draw a different land. Yeah, we can keep the fetch land for the Tracker. So, like, I do have enough mana to spread them. Oop, tapped wrong. Spread them into Goyf. Did we consider Traverse? We did consider Traverse. It didn't make the build. We did consider Traverse. I think one of the major reasons I wanted to stay off it, not that you guys should, was I feel as though the deck needs things like baubles and other weird cards that you'll normally see out of normal Traverse builds that I didn't really want to hit off of a Bloodbraid. That doesn't mean that that's the wrong thing to do. Certainly you could hit bauble off of Braid, and it plays. It does something. At least. You know, it's better than hitting like a Mana Leak or something. Yeah, but you played in decks where they hit awesome things. Yeah, I think the building constraints for Bloodbraid are, you know, similar if not more difficult than Collected Company. You know? But anyway. Ooh, here's a charm. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's about to have 5. Alright, let's Tracker. Sorry, Tracker fetch Goyf. I mean, we could also draw. I like the idea of getting the other Goyf on the table. There are scary things that could happen, like an Oblivion Stone. But that would be a reason not to submit the Goyf to the table. But no, I mean, this is, you submit the Goyf. We're just trying to get there. Second red source might actually be relevant before... If Ravine's tapped, so if I draw a Molten Rain, I'd feel really stupid. Not being able to go double red for a top deck Molten Rain would be problematic. Flare versus Bob. I like Flare in reference to things like, in the format like Bloodbraid. Right? Bloodbraid plus Flare Jund seems actually really kind of cool. I mean, we can't complain. We literally hit both of our only spreading seas. Alright, hello, first time in the stream, looking for new brews with the unbans. What do you think that will stand out at decks at Star City Indy will be the weekend? You mean this coming weekend, Polar Bear? Or Polar SSB? So, Polar, I think that we will see players trying to jam Bloodbraids and Jaces, just not in the same deck like we have here. What's up, Chase Smith? Welcome to the Brews by the Magic Guy show. No, but Star City Games Indy is pre-unbans? Oh. Well, then we probably see a lot of what we've been seeing. We'll stick with either humans or elves. I saw elves do really well, JungleBot NA. Recently, in a recent event, I saw elves going crazy. I know elves didn't win the event, but like that deck still continues to amaze me. It's definitely another take on Collector Company. What about Painful Truths? Not really. I don't believe so. Mappa. Because you're not paying color. It'd be a colorless Painful Truths. Vendilion Click. It might be better. Well, I guess we're playing the Raging Ravine after all. What about Attack with the Team? Well, no. We don't want to trade Tracker with a Beastie. Then we just attack with the Tarma Goofies. I'm just thinking if there's a way for us to grow Goyf here. I mean, one of the types, excuse me, that isn't in the graveyard yet is creature. So like, I could swing for a lot more damage if I Is a Charm now and see what we hit. We could get a lot more damage out of these Goyfs this turn if I Is a Charm now. If I'm aiming to Vendilion Click, that actually seems like a reasonable play. To let's see, what would that look like? Something like this, and then hold up click mana. Yeah, let's draw 2, discard 2, and see if we can't make the Goyfs a bit bigger. And we get to. I'm not excited about Electrolyze either. Like, I think I might just bin an extra Bloodbraid and the Electrolyze. And that gives us, we already had instant, but now we have creature. So the Goyfs swing a bit more. And we'll draw step Vendilion Click. Because I don't want to have to face this. Our hand's actually really bad if he has land, Wormcoil Engine. Not Tracker, though. Just Bloodbraid and attacks this Body Tail. I think I want to draw step Vendilion Click because if he has a Wormcoil in his hand, I'll want to pluck that from his hand. So we'll smash in for 5. Yeah, I'll want to draw step click this guy because I am a bit concerned about specifically Wormcoil. Not that we don't have answers to Wormcoil. I'm just saying like Wormcoil could spell Doom or like a Thragtusk. Although if he had Thragtusk, he would have already cast it. Yep, his hand has a Wormcoil or 2, unfortunately. Okay. Well, taking a Wormcoil won't change things. We need to find Jace. I don't think I touch anything in his hand. I mean, double Wormcoil is the pits, so, like, I guess I still am priced into taking one of the 2, and just hope to find ways to play through the first one. That's unfortunate. It'd be different if I had an actual factual counterspell here, right? That's why I still really, really like the idea of Wills. Because it's something that we can run in the same deck as Bloodbraid, but it doesn't hurt us when we hit it. It's still an impulse. Yeah. Well, we did take game 1, so there's a game 3 to be played, even if we can't get over the hurdle that is Wormcoil. It's a bit of a hurdle. Oh, we would have Bloodbraided into Ancestral and we didn't even know it. Of course we would have. Shoot. Do I draw a card with Tracker and see if we just naturally hit something, and then if we hit nothing, we Bloodbraid? I think that's correct. We can still get in the Vendilion Click damage. It's just a matter of he's going to be gaining back some life, and that's unfortunate. If you play Jund, BBE seems amazing. Yeah, I mean, even in Jund, Bloodbraid Elf, like, there is still some, like, bad... What? Matt Fractal has conceded and left. Is there something I'm missing? And says good game. Why? Good game? But you have Wormcoil. Am I missing something, chat? Malpa says he was dead. Locorn says clues, just looking for Jace off of a clue. You didn't even need Jace or Bloodbraid to win there. He is dead. Am I missing something? So, okay, we crack all the clues and we swing in with the team. We've got 5, 10, 13 damage coming in, but he gains back some life. I still don't see it. I would only have 13 damage max. Sack 2 more clues and he's dead on board, though. Really? But the lifelink exchange happens immediately. Are you sure he was dead to me just cracking 2 more clues? Tireless goes to 4 power, goes to 5 power, goes to 6 power. He has to block Tracker. Goyfs get in. Click gets in for sure. Yeah, he wasn't dead. I don't. Yeah, he'd still be alive at 6. I don't see it. He still would have been alive. All right, let's see what our next few draws were going to be, just so we know. Oh, I guess Moto's not going to let me look. Blake says no, he would have been at 3. You would have killed him the turn after. Oh, that's true. He can't Ugin. I'm sitting here thinking that Ugin is something that helps him. You're totally right, Stream. You're totally right. Yeah. No, no, no. He may not have been dead that turn, but he's going to be dead the turn after. Yeah. Polar Bear says he'd be alive. He might have messed up. Well, no, we looked at his hand. And I don't know what he could have top decked to save him. Maybe. I mean, I guess he should play that out because he could top deck a third Worm Coil, right? Because we did click one away. What about Shardless Bug? Wife just came in. He's having a bath. Good games, Venser. We were a little confused, and then we were doing the math, and we were like, oh, yeah. So why don't we try to make this better? I think we are a bit too heavy on the 4-drops. I think Jace could be, second Jace could be sideboard. Maybe we only want 3 Blood Braids. He goes to 3, you have click. Oh yeah, he goes to 3, I have click. Duh. Derp. Shardless Rug. I'm down for trying some other stuff in this thing before we call it a night. No, Venser. Chat was mathing it out, and we do think that even though you definitely were alive for one more turn, it was, I think they're trying to say that the click was going to close the door. Yeah, we've only hit Ancestral twice. No, we've done it 3 times now due to Jace into Bloodbraid. Jace Brainstorm into Bloodbraid. So we have seen it 3 times. Other than that, it's been either natural or it's been just suspended. If you had second click, I was done so. Thanks for the games, Venser. Yeah, that was a matchup we did need to test. We are a bit of a really wonky build of this. Okay, what if we cut all these things? Keep the sideboard the same. Do we have another viewer that I can battle? Somebody else have something like pure combo. I'm talking like Storm, where we're just like, we're dead. What about Search for Skanta? I like the idea of Search. I still do. I still do like the idea of Search for Skanta. Wasn't great draws either. That doesn't help you, Venser, for sure. Yeah, I got very lucky. I saw a lot of our relevant cards in the matchup. Yeah. Block with Coil, sack 3 clues. He beat 3, then he swings. The lifelink token goes back to 6. We swing back with Vendilion Click. Yeah, I wish we could have seen our next few cards. Venser, the client wouldn't let us look at the next couple cards because that could have impacted the lifelink token. That's true. I mean, Jace was things I were looking for were things like Jace. What about a Delver? We talked about Young Pyromancer. If we go a little more spell heavy, less on things like Spreadums and like E-Witness, I like the idea of those cards again. Use Jace to set up the Delver flip. Oh yeah, it seems a little too slow. Think your threads want to be Entrancing Melody or whatever it's called. Well, we don't want to hit Melody off of Elf though. But yeah, I mean we can brew less in respect to this card. I mean, unfortunately, we've brewed with respects to this card for pretty much every single card in the deck now, which makes me sad because there's some cool cards that we could be running despite the elves. I mean, this looks like a block of cheese as far as the mana curvature is concerned. You could argue that another one-turn play is just playing the Ravine, say go. You know, like suspend Ancestral, Tarfire Bolt, Fork Bolt, or play Ravine, go. Those are all our turn 1 plays in this current build. You can make the argument. So, like, so Savage could be cool. I'd like a 2-drop. I mean, Search for Skanta seems kind of cool. So glad I have my set of Jaces already. Price jump and paper was nuts. I think Bug would be the way to go. I could see that. Bloodbraid, okay, so just Ancestrals and Jaces, like kind of like Bug control. Or not Ancestral, just maybe some Jaces in a Bug control list, like Goyfs and Jace and other good cards like Fatal Push and Snapcaster maybe. See, in that shell, I reconsider Snapcaster. Sam Ball with the host for 18, thank you. Here's my bug list. Yeah, use Mopapa's list. Big Nux. We could test a Nux. I mean, I'm not knocking Nux. We could test him. So, with the help of mana, he's a 6/6. He's usually a 4/4, and he has the ability to bounce himself or give himself haste. I just don't know. I get it. I get that it's solid. Like, it's 3 mana for a 4/4, lots of wonderful abilities, but it's like, is that where we need to be? Think Big Nux is too cute. He has no evasion. Why don't you just play some lilies? Well, we thought the Courser Crufix could be cool, but we ended up cutting it. But it gives us a little bit of knowledge about how we're about to Bloodbraid pieces of the puzzle. Kind of like adding some more like lower on the curve kind of stuff, to be honest. 3 mana does nothing. Can we add some more like interactive spells? Can we do some research? Stream. Time for us to hit the Gatherer for a moment. Can we find 2 more cards besides, I'm talking about besides, something like Is It Charm or Click or Supreme Will, something that's a 3 or 2, 1, like something that's between 1 and 3 mana that we wouldn't mind hitting off of Bloodbraid, but that interacts with our opponent in a on the stack kind of way. Vapor Snag? Vapor Snag's not horrible. We also didn't want to be running Roasts though. Remember we were running Roasts and we said we don't really want to hit that off Bloodbraid because it's not significant in every matchup we face. But I'll put that in the list. Is there like something like this? Stormcrow, just played Tamir Marvel. Remand the Bloodbraid. We talked about that. That feels kind of bad. I probably wouldn't want to cast the Remand. Alright, Tarfire Forkbolt. Scooz, Supreme, Electrolyze, Molten Rain, Spreading, Fulminator, Faithless. Alright, minus the Tarfire, the Forkbolt, the Izzets, the Oozes, the Supremes, the Electrolyze, the Molten Rains. Add Spreadings and Fulminators. Ooh. What about other modal cards? Simic Charm? But Simic Charm isn't really like a counterspell. If you went Pyromancer's build, I love the idea of a Tarkus command. Echoing Truth. Echoing Truth's interesting, Begrundi. 4 mana draw card doesn't sound so good though. What if we played something like Farseek? I would play Explore before I play Farseek, I think. You need more Jace. I actually only have 2 right now that we're borrowing from Kedler. I need to get them back to Kedler. I don't even know if he's still awake. I hope he is, because these are his Jaces I'm borrowing. Exquisite Firecraft. Okay. Rework the mana and turn it into a Bloodbraid Elf Seas Moon deck. We could. We could. What about Lead the Stampede? What about Shardless Agent? Unfortunately not modern legal. We talked about cards like that. Just get those sweet Jace VPs in there, man. It's his 100th. JCP, VP. I don't know, I kind of wish we had more stuff that like interacted with the stack. Even if it means just adding the 3rd Is a Charm and a 2nd Supreme Will. Kind of like the idea of it in theory. Not that we should be more reactive, that's not what I'm saying. I just wish, there's some matchups where I wish we had, even if they're conditional, like the conditional counterspells. Just play some Young Peasy. You know what, I'm gonna make an executive decision. Let's have somebody else verse us, and I'm gonna try the 3rd Charm. I've liked it. Jace could be good. Give me 2nd or 3rd Charm and give me the 3rd Will. Ray says, why do you care, honestly? You're building a tap-out control. What about Mana Leak? Tireless Tracker? Tireless Tracker in the main? Could be. We brought it in a few times. We still curved just the same. Whatever. Didn't fix anything, really. Well, no, we took away one of our 4 drops and added in some more 2 and 3 drops. Dackerns, thanks for the follow. I actually think playing 4-color Night Coral Hum combo could be sweet, says Spotty. What about Rabbles? We did talk about Rabblemaster. Like, we didn't just talk about Big Nux. We talked about Rabbles. That was something else that was discussed. Courser, we've cut it now. Perhaps for now. And maybe that's just because we played a couple of matchups where we wish we could have been a little more reactive. Can't wait to see what BB does with K-Command. Oh, it's going to be sweet, Begrundi. Just got here, which seems better, Jace or BBE? That's hard to say. They've been good. They've both been good. What about Goblin Dank Dwellers? But when are you going to be holding up mana, says Ray? It depends on the matchup, doesn't it? I don't disagree. Right, because if we look at it like card for card, right? I mean, maybe just in this style of deck, we're just not going to be flexible enough, Ray. Here's Ray to come in and rain on my parade, right, Ray? That's what you did last stream, right? I'm just kidding, friend. Although there's always a little bit of truth to my jokes. Now, Ray's here to try to make our deck better. He's not here to rain on the parade. He's here to try to make it better. Okay, so 13 creatures, sorceries, 7, enchantments 2, instants have gone up a little bit. Okay. What about unsubstantiate? Unsub is interesting. I've seen that showing up as a 1 of in Storm, because it is very flexible. Okay, so 13 and 13. Lands is 23. I've liked it at 23. It's been flowing decently. So 13 and 13, 7, 2, and 2 for card types. Just thinking about Tarmogoyf. What about Nimble Obstructionist? Isn't the deck just better off without Jace? Probably. I agree with Ray. This is a sorcery speed value deck, says Barkeem. We'll corn with the unsubstantiate idea. Alright, I get that mana dorks aren't the best to cascade into, but Hierarch is still decent because of Exalted, turns on turn 3 Jaces, and Bloodbraids. Yeah, we did. Oh, I have some unsubs. We could test one instead of the extra charm. It's flexible. It's not something that I really want to hit off of Bloodbraid, but like at least it has a mode if we did. What about Shackles? Well, why don't we play a few more matches, because there's still a lot of cards we're still testing regardless of any changes that we make now. Right? Even if we change 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 cards, like there's still quite a few cards, and I think people want to see more Jaces. Does anybody in chat have a modern deck we could play against? Could also play Lava Man. We were going to play a Lavamancer over, I think, either Forkbolt or Tarfire. We were going to play one Lava Man. I liked that idea, the first Lavamancer. I did like the idea of a Grim Lava. I have a Grim Lavamancer. It has a little bit of anti-synergy with Goyf, but not that much. We just need to be careful about what we exile. What about Thing in the Ice? Why don't you play the Stifle Clique? We can still just run the fun of Supreme. It is heavy. What have I not liked in the 3s pile? We like the clicks a lot. They've been very instrumental. We've liked the Reigns. Beast Within could be a sideboard card at all, if at best. You could cut like the second Electrolyze or the second Will. We're still testing it. Brings our curve down a little bit. That's one of the reasons to even consider cutting a Bloodbraid. Alright, Kedler says he needs his Jace back. Oh, okay, Kedler, I got you. Yes, you can. Let me open up trade with you in a sec. I missed the comment, sorry. Well, it's been fun. Kelly, thanks so much for letting us borrow a couple of your Jaces, man. Good luck, whether you sell them, whether you keep them, man. For sure. I'm gonna check with Card Hoarder, see if they've got some in. Last I talked with them, I'm calling the binder Jace the Mind Sculptor. It's hilarious. That's how tired I am. Yeah, let me get those to you, Kedler. Thank you so much for letting us borrow those, dude. Holy crap. My sponsor didn't even have Jaces right now. You know, it'd be real good in this deck. Deathrite Shaman. Cardbot has them in stock. Alright, Kedler. Or Kelder. I'm sorry if I've been pronouncing it wrong, friend. Jeez. I keep calling you Kedler, but it's probably Kelder. Kelder. What about Cyclonic Rift? Cardhoard has them now? Nice! They have play sets now? Awesome. They didn't earlier today. That's perfect. Card Hoarder, let's try to pick them up. I don't know if we have enough budget to get them. I might need to finagle what we've got going on. Kilney, the Elder. It's the FTV version. I don't care what version it is, necessarily. We just got to get the cheapest one. Jace the Mind Sculptor. Oh, man, he is... I also misspelled Sculptor. It's with an O. I said Sculptor. That's not how you spell that. That's funny. Alright, thanks, Kedler. Yeah, get some sleep, friend. What about Boom Bust? Thanks so much, Kedler. Yeah, I see that they have Vintage Masters Jace. That's about it. They're sold out of like everything else. It says unavailable, everything else. So the only one I see that they have is Vintage Masters Jace. Don't think I have enough cred. No, we have 35. Let me see if I can't fix that. To at least get one Jace to continue testing. I at least want to try to snag one Jace for us. Let me see what I can do about this issue. Thank you so much, Kedler. I'll probably hang on to at least two of them if you want to borrow them again. Oh, okay, Kedler, that's huge, man. Thank you so much. I'm going to try to borrow them from Card Hoarder in the future, but just know that you were huge for the stream tonight. Kedler, I can't thank you enough. Lots of new follows, lots of new hype. Thank you so much, man, for letting us borrow your Jaces. Have a good night, friend. Okay, so, yeah, let's figure this out. So, you guys look at the list and maybe come up with some ideas while I try to figure out how to get us into some number of Jace. I'm going to work on that in the background. Let's look at my dash, see what I can do. Yeah, Kedler, seriously. We had a lot of fun tonight thanks to you. Me especially. See what I can do. If we didn't play with Misty Rainforest, I could get us into some more Jace if we gave back the Misties. Yeah, if we didn't play with the Misties, I could get us into a Jace or two. Ooh, we'd also be down a Misty, though. What does Tamir Charm do? It's a conditional counter that is also fight, or you can swing through power 3 or less creatures. So it's good for a board stall, I guess. I have 2 Jace, but I was offering to play you with a deck that uses Jace. No, don't worry, I'll figure this out. If we cut the second breeding pool in the Misties, I can get us into a Jace. What's Jace at in paper? Like 150, I think. Yeah, so if I trade this back into Card Hoarder, I can get us into a Jace tonight. That'd be 1 Jace. So we could play 1 Jace and we change these. I mean, I have other fetches we can use in this color combination. It's not the end of the world. What about Fantastic Image? So we cut these, run 1 Jace. Just maybe fine. I mean, I feel like it wants to, but alright. Could play like a Hinterland Harbor or something, or Sulphur Falls. It's not the end of the world for the mana base. Do you think Jace makes it into Lantern? I still think that Tezzeret... I think Lantern players will test Jace, just because they're thinking about his Fate Seal, but in some ways I think Tezzeret, Agent of Bolas, is still a little bit better. I have Jaces for my Legacy deck, and now my girlfriend's asking them. That's funny, Epic Brew Lab. Since tonight, do you think... Alright, Skewed Visions says, since playing tonight, do you think Jace is good enough at 2 copies, or are you wanting more? I could have even seen a 3rd Jace, actually. We only had 2 to be able to borrow. I think Jace could have been a 3 of. What about Lumbering Bowls? I think Lantern's okay with 4-drops if they know it's a grind. That's why Tezzeret's in their sideboard. Yeah, no worries, Skewed. What about Jade Light Ranger? We could go back to Serum Visions, and then we can get away with fewer lands as well. That's something else to think about. We could go back to that build. Chart a course. Says 2 Umbo. Oh, Chart's interesting. Chart's interesting in Goyf decks. I mean, so is something like Thought Scour, right? To think about. Yeah, Chart. As like a 1 or 2 of. So draw 2 and then discard unless we... No, not Chart, of course. What was I thinking of? There's one where you look at the top 3 and then pick 1 and then put 2 into your graveyard. Just got to reprint. So now it's modern legal. What is that card called? It's not Chart, of course. It's It's like, look at the top 3. It's not like telling time. It puts things. It puts more cards into the graveyard for your Goyfs. Which again is like one of the reasons we should be thinking about blue in the first place, in tangent to Goyf. You know, is it basically impulse? It's not impulse. It's a 1 of Tez though, right? Epic Brew Lab, they usually run 1 or 2 Tezzeret Agent of Bolus. Thank you, Wolkemek. Strategic planning. It's kind of cool that I get to like access you guys' brains, even if just for the purposes of the stream. Yeah, planning, thank you. Yeah, this did get a reprint, so it's modern legal now. 2 sorcery, look at the top 3, put 1 into your hand, the rest in the yard. Kind of like a much faster, if not... I mean, yes, this is a bit of a do-nothing card. You know, you could argue that Is a Charm and Spreading Seas can be as well. They're matchup specific. But, you know, if we plan to bring the land count even back down to just 22, I like considering 1 or 2 of Strategic. I like the idea of this card in theory. If you go with Hooting Mandrills, it'd be good. Thought Scour, we were considering the Mandrills. Don't really want to play Mandrills. But Strategic would also be fine to hit off of Bloodbraid. Again, again with Bloodbraid, I don't really want to be hitting too many do nothing. What about Sultai Charm? Yes, these ideas are a bit of the do nothing category. Down to just 1 Jace. I don't have any Jaces right now, so hold on. I'm trying to get us into 1 in the background. And our mana's going to be a little bit worse for the wares, because I think I have to give back the Misties to make this happen. But that's okay. We can be playing with somewhat not the greatest fetches for a bit. Should be okay. Let me talk to Card Hoarder. I'm only able to borrow so many cards. I own Foothills though. What about a Tarkus command? So our fetches are going to be a little bit suboptimal, but that's okay. I think I want to continue testing Jace, even if it's just the fun of. Dems the brakes. Alright, Vince says, hey sir, I'm back. I wasn't surprised game 1 you drew both Seas and Molten Rain off 2 suspended recalls. Game 2 seeing both Seas was a little tilting. Yeah, Vencer, it was crazy that we saw. They're the only 2 Seas in my deck, and we saw them both. I'm sorry, friend. I would be tilted too if I was in your shoes playing Tron. Like I would be also tilted. Because it's not like you're playing against a Moon deck. Like I have very light Tron interaction here. We have like a Beast, some Moltens, some Seas, you know, like click. Our Tron interaction is very light. Thing I'm seeing is you're playing double blue, double red, double green. Did Pulse and Marasa underperform? It was okay, Kenneld. We replaced them with Kitchen Finks. The Kitchen Finks spots could be Pulses, yeah. Did it underperform? I don't think we tested it enough to say whether it performed overly well or poorly. We need to jam more games, so I'm going to get us into this Jace. Just give me a hot second, guys. You guys can maybe discuss the deck and give us some more ideas. It was all good, man. I was totally playing around the first one, but the second one, geez. Yeah, it happens, man. That's the pits. That's the worst. I'm also bringing the curve down a little bit, which I think we need to do. I'm going to put up the deck list as I trade out some cards. Give me 1 second. Behind the curtain. So I do want to keep testing with a Jace if I can. At least 1. I think it's too tempting not to try some number of Jace right now. Alright, Alright, give me a sec, guys. Do we have any more viewers with decks that want to battle? Because, again, like, this is still freeform. You can't actually play Bloodbraid Elf or Jace just yet in the modern queues or anything. Otherwise, I'd be jamming leagues right now. But do we have any more viewers that have modern decks they'd like to play against this contraption? You having Bloodbraid Command Fantasies. Yeah, it'd be Grundy. That would be sick. That's one of the stronger cards to hit with Elf for sure. Maybe the strongest. Certainly one of the most flexible. Yeah, that would be sick. Jace Counterbalance. Oh, baby. Jace Counterbalance deck in Modern. Oh, baby. There's like a lot of different size CMCs, though, in Modern, thankfully. So, I don't think that would be a thing. People have been joking about, or not even joking, some of them are being serious, so I shouldn't joke, talking about playing like Terminus and Entreat the Angels with the help of Jace, and then that new 4-drop that got printed. The 4-drop that does a Brainstorm effect, Entreat the Angels and Terminus in Modern. Seems interesting. What about Karizev's expertise? We did grab a Karizev's expertise to maybe test as a way to cast the Ancestrals. The issue is our opponents won't always have a creature in Modern, which I know that sounds strange. There's so many decks that do play creatures. Even some of the combo decks of the format are still somewhat creature-based. Talk about U-Storm. But we decided not to run the Karizevs after all. But I like it in theory. I like it more than like an Astrotold. I do like that in theory. I do like that in theory. 841248. Gotta remember that number. Give me a sec, guys. What about JCV? Yeah, we were talking about Jace VP. He didn't actually make it into the list, but we were discussing him for sure. I like Jace. Oh, me Crab, give me a second to play you. Let me whisper McCrab. Okay. Just play Jace Tribal. What else could I get us out of? And maybe we have more cards to play around with. What are the deets on this? Braid, Joy. Oh, yeah, we can get out of that too. We're playing the Sulphur Falls? No, we're not even playing the Sulphur Falls, so hold up. We cut Opt anyway. New World of Things to try with Jace. Souls and Push protect Jace seems good. Yeah, Esper Jace might be the best control shell. Like maybe that'd be really cool because I like Esper as a color combination. Like maybe the recent printings of Push and the unbanning of Jace might be enough, right, for that deck. Right, they get Souls, Push, and then finally like a nice win condition, Jace. Just protect the Jace. I've never literally played this deck before. It'll be fun to see. Yeah, man. Should be fun. Yeah, Esper's just really just been lacking like a solid finish. There have been many people trying to finish with Lingering Souls. The problem with trying to finish with Lingering Souls is you kind of need Lingering Souls to stay alive, if that makes sense. And Kieran. Also works for the Store Balance and Manifest. What about Origins, Nissa? Alright, Pia and Kieran. Exile says, I don't think Jace is going to do much for Modern over what the guy streaming said, him using these miracle cards. I don't disagree. I don't think it'll do anything in that archetype, but I mean, no, I'm saying that Jace would do something for that deck. It's again the difference between viable and like good, right? There's a different, like what we're playing is viable, but it's not good. I'm not. Just to go on the record, I never said this rug pile that I'm trying to brew with ever was good. I said it was viable. I never said it was good. And those are different things. And that's okay. That doesn't mean we can't have fun and do our thing and like cascade into visions and stuff. That's fine. Anyway, what about Magus of the Vineyard for turn 2 Jace? Should just switch it to Esper. Yeah, I stopped playing Esper because it's been stomped on no real way to win. Yeah, I mean, Jace could find a home in like an Esper, like a really heavy Esper control in Modern. That'd be cool. I think the deck would be difficult to pilot. I think it'd be difficult to get the right sideboard cards in. It'd be difficult to sideboard, difficult to play. I think I already said that. Anyway, all of those factors. Yeah. All of those things. For sure. Get your Jace yet? Working on it. I'm trading out of actually a lot of cards. 17 cards. And I know they're busy. I know they have a lot of other stuff going on, so it's like they're appeasing us, but like at the same time I get to rep their store. If you guys are thinking about getting into Jaces or Bloodbraid Elves, there is... I mean, I wouldn't recommend any other place than Card Hoarder. What about Astrotold, says Ray? Yeah, Astrotold's cool. It does have synergy here. We could play like a fun of. I want to try planning. Jace's defeat seems like gas now. What about Bow of Nylea? It's double for the Goyf bonus. Oh man, Bow of Nylea. Bow of Nylea for us to fight all the Lingering Souls we're going to be facing. I know you're being serious, JK. I wasn't kidding. I see why you picked that particular card out. I appreciate all the people trying to help support the stream by looking up, you know, on Gatherer and suggesting all these wonderful suggestions. Yep, that is 2 card types, JK. It is. It is indeed 2 card types. Bloodbraid into Astrotold into Visions, says Durzo. Better Gainsay, still only Gainsay. Melfina says, Card Hoarders who I got almost all of my Pauper collection from due to their supporting streamers. And they do, just like me. Still, one search for Iskanta seems so great. That's true since we cut the Blood Moon. That's true. We could test a search. I could try to get a Jace and a search for Iskanta. That might not be impossible. Just give me a hot second. I'm talking to Card Hoarder in the background, trying to get this resolved. Okay. It should just be a second. I think we might have enough tickets to get both a Jace and a search. The deck will lose to Graveyard Hate, and there's a lot of that right now, though, says D. Smitty. Yeah. Maybe we want more win cons. That's a good point, D. Smitty. Maybe we want more win conditions out of the board that aren't as weak to Graveyard. To the Graveyard. That's true. Like, between Ooze, Goyf, and Witness, we are a bit Graveyard weak, right? I mean, we have some resilient threats out of the board that don't care about the yard, right? Like Hunt, Trackers don't care about the Graveyard, Kitchen Finks, and Pia. I mean, I think we have enough... win conditions that don't utilize the Graveyard that maybe will be okay. Oh, I have to throw Lava Man in there now that we've added that. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we have like 9 threats in the main that do care about Grave Hate. If our opponents have a good, like a solid Graveyard Hate sideboard plan, do I have to like mitigate that and try to cut some of our Graveyard dependent threats? I'm not sure. I think we have enough threats in the sideboard that we maybe theoretically could get out of some of our Graveyard dependent threats. And that's not me saying it's a good deck choice. Ooh, I don't remember which it is. I think it's this one. Does that make sense? Ill Intent says, I used to play Bloodbraid Elf Zoo in Legacy. What about Cackling Counterpart? Tune to beat Miracles, though. Could try to adapt it for Modern. Well, thanks for sharing that, Ill Intent. All right, McCrab. Thank you so much for waiting, McCrab. We're almost there. Yeah, I think the strategic is cute. Probably search for as many search for Escantas as we can get would probably still be better. Even though that is also a do-nothing spell to hit off of Bloodbraid, at least it's like something that's going to do something as the game goes long. Yeah, I've liked the idea of a search for Escanta. What about Rabble Masters? They don't care? That's true, Ace. Rabble Master don't care. That is very true. I like Rabbles if we go back to like a Tamir Moon kind of strategy. Very much so. I like the idea of Rabble Masters. Should we play the Blood Moon strat again? Bloodbraid into Scab Clan Berserker? Oh man. Let me see if I can get us a Jace. So let's see. Yeah, I mean, these are like, there's like a couple slots that were like, these are flex spots. Like, I don't think these need to go to something as jank as planning. I'd love to continue testing some cards like Charm or Will. They don't have to be like 2 or 3 ofs. Like, we could even cut the second Charm and run just like a fun of. And maybe these other 3 card slots need to be something more powerful or impactful. I mean, like Search for Skanta comes to mind. Definitely powers the Goyfs nicely for a long game. What about Bloodbraid and Savage? Oh yeah, Smitty. Broken. Busted. Okay, so I've got 87 ticks to work with now. Okay, so we need to make them count. So Jace would be 55. Search for Escanta. Let me see how much search is. I know you're like, whoa, 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 that's a lot. But it's like, no, Card Hoarder does have solid prices. Like, Search for Escanta is only 4 tickets. So we could run like 2 Search for Escantas. What about Eidolon of the Great Revel? I'm okay continuing to test some of these bullets that aren't awful to hit on Bloodbraid and useful in other situations. But we can maybe like switch these 3 out and test some other cards. So like maybe a search. So maybe the first Search for Escanta. Or even 2. Search is sweet. And then so that's the strategics. So maybe 1 or 2 searches. You guys have any other ideas? 55 tickets for a Jace. Seems like a solid deal. Search for Ask Scanta. Search for Ask Santa. Anybody have an idea for something we could replace the Is a Charm with, or like another 1-drop? And again, like when I play, I know a lot of players don't do this. I like to put lands that are always tapped in my 1s pile. Not to justify curve. Come to think of it, Ancestral, no matter what we do, won't be resolving until turn 4 or 5. 5 if we suspend it, 4 if it's hit with the Bloodbraid. So it's probably more of a, hey, this happens like over here in the curve anyway. What about Wings of Veilous Veil? Take out unsub, add another Supreme. Yeah, the unsub is pretty bad. I don't disagree. It's either like a bad Vapor Snag or like a bad Remand. It's true. I mean, this makes sense in like the Storm decks, because as they're comboing off, they need to bounce Thalios or they need to bounce Medley Mages, but maybe it doesn't make sense here. Lynn says it's Void Snare. What about Simic Charm? We have mentioned Simic Charm. I mean, we could try the Tamir Charm. There've been like cries for this card for a long time already. What about Domri? I don't know if we're creature dense enough for Domri still. We only have 14. I mean, like things to consider, like Battle Rage, not Tamir Ascendancy, unfortunately. Unfortunate. But like, you know, like Charms are interesting. Domri does need more dudes. Yeah, that's kind of the argument I was making. Actually, that's exactly the argument I was making. And like, how many searches? Like, just the one of? Two of? Bloodbraid Elf into BR is bad. Bloodbraid Elf into what is bad? BBE into BR is bad. BBE into what? What's the BR here? I'm looking for a BR on my list. Bloodbraid into what is bad? Oh, Bloodbraid into Battle Rage is bad. Thank you. I think of this as TBR, not BR. I think of it as TBR, but I'm with you now. Battle Rage, yeah. Bloodbraid into Battle Rage is... Well, here I am calling it Battle Rage instead of Tamir Battle Rage. Tamir, but no Nux. Darmery could be quite good. It just doesn't fit into any of the decks currently. Oh, card is good. Yeah, I mean, Domri is good. It's just, yeah, he isn't fitting into... I mean, again, we could, like, try to brew, like, a Domri Bloodbraid thing. Cut Lava Man, cascading into it blows. So Ron Spike doesn't like the G-Man. Okay. Okay. I'm okay with that. What about 3 Jaces? No, I only have enough ticks for the one of right now. What about mainboard Tireless? We could. We could. I mean, this card keeps coming up. People keep saying you should just mainboard it, BrewSpy. Maybe we do. Cut all this. And then we have 2 slots in the mainboard, 2 slots in the sideboard to work with again. What about just some Baby Jaces? Yeah, I mean, Baby Jace might be better than the searches. I don't know if I have enough tickets to get us into many of them, but I could try to pick up one. Jace. I like Jace Vryn's Prodigy. Tireless is just good. Anticipate for the Cascade. I have enough credit for us to get a Singleton Jace. I can get us a big Jace and a small Jace. I would usually run 2. I wouldn't just run the 1, but this is a lot of ticks for now. Okay. So I can get us into this, and that's about it. Maybe one more card. Why don't you BB into Glorious End? End our turn. I mean, the trackers ruin the board, because again, I still do, in a vacuum, I prefer them when we know it's going to be a grind, but like, that doesn't justify some of our other mainboard card choices, to be honest. What about Scab Ruinator, says Ray? Yeah, see, now you're talking my language. See, now you're talking my language, Ray. I know you're trolling with that a little bit, but like, now you're talking my language. You're talking to the Scab Ruinator stream, okay? That's who you're talking to. We just need a Bloodbraid into a 5/6 flyer. That's what we need to do. I know you're like half joking. I'm not. I'm down. This card's sweet. It's underplayed, underrated. Bloodbraid Elf into a 5/6 flyer. Thrashing Bronnaton. I know you're like half joking, but I'm not. Card's a mythic. Must be good, right? That's how Magic works, right? Azusa. Scab is nice. You need some dredgers, though? Yeah, we would. We need a lot more graveyard interaction to be able to actually cast that from the yard. Brontodon. Ooh. Oh, Thrashing instead of the Seal of Primordium? That's a cool idea. Yeah, Brontodon instead of the Seal of Primordium. You need more creatures and you're even weaker to graveyard hate then, says Ray. Ray, you suggested Scab Ruinator. You can't take it back now. No takesies, backsies. That gives us like that gives us 6 whammies to hit off the Bloodbraids then. And then they're just, they're only unplayable if we draw them. I mean, you know, happens. I ran Scab in my Merfolk sideboard. I did say because fun. No, you can't take no takesies, backsies now. We're gonna run a version of this with Ruinator. You've literally ruinated the deck. Single-handedly ruinated the deck. Look at this curve now. Oh yeah. Look at that. Get in there. What about Ronus? What about Little Pia? Nah, we're gonna play some Ruinators. The deck has been officially ruinated. Bronodon is for a 1-of, not a swap with Seal. You wanted me to run a Bronodon in the main? Just because it's flexible? It is flexible. I like the idea of Brontodon. Okay. Is it Charm or Jace the Scabs away if you draw it? So we should still run Seal of Primordium? Okay, that's a 60. That's a 75 of magic cards, right? It's not the right combination, but... what about Bloodbraid into Astrotold? We talked about cards like Karizev's and Astrotold. I mean, in Karizev, we'll always have targets because we can just target our own creatures, I think. Or does it say opponents? We did pick up one. Yeah, it's control of target creature, so I technically could target my own creature, and that'll cast an Ancestral from my hand. Like, our opponents don't have to have creatures, it's just this card's kind of bad when they don't. Go back to 4 Bloodbraids. Okay. Just tuned in, we're going to play Savage. I love that Savage is like the talk of the town. It has been suggested. It has been recommended. We have decided not to run Savage. Instead, we're running our Scab Jank. I'm kidding. I'd be down for testing Bronneton and Expertise, though. I'm kidding. I was also trolling you, chat, back a little bit. I like the idea of Expertise in a vacuum. What about just a single Green Sun Zenith? I wish. This is modern. Super. Did you not see the banned and restricted? These are legal now. Green Sun is still banned, unfortunately. Nux has to be one of the best cards to never see play anywhere, says BrewLab. It is a good card. I'm not saying it's not a good card. Yeah, no worries, Super Andy K. Yeah, it's legal now. What about 4 Force of Wills? I wish. Alright, let me get the cards we're missing and we'll try these. So let me get a Bronneton. Bonfire seems great in a Jace deck. Yeah, it's not good to hit on Bloodbraid, though. But I don't disagree. Alright, Jace. So I'm gonna get us these 4 cards. We're gonna play some more games. So Search, Jace, Jace, Brontodon. Jace, more Jace, and a Brontodon. People just wanted to have a home. Me too. Card's fine. And we have a little bit of loan left over. We have about 10 tickets left over of room to play around in. So we finally got the Jace in there. Finally did. Mantis Rider was the same way until Humies. I mean, I'm sure somebody could figure out a Savage Knuckleblade, Bloodbraid Elf Tamir. Maybe I'm just not the one to do it, you know? More games, another beer. Yeah, we have our opponent already lined up. They've been very, very, very patient. You still there? Oh, our poor friend. Getting the cards need from card hoarder now. Order is in. I hope he reopened the stream. Poor guy's been waiting here. He says yes. McCrap has something super sweet for us to play against. Jory N might actually be good, says Ray. Jory? Didn't we talk about a card that could theoretically cast the Ancestral as well? Oh, yeah, the 3-drop Merfolk. Yeah, whenever you cast your second spell, draw cards. Like this triggers off of any Bloodbraid we cast. It's interesting. What's up, Barkeem? Ready to play. Alright, let's do it, Barkeem. Just hot second. Need to say yes there. That's the easy play. I'm ready to play too. Just let me grab these 4 cards. 3 cards. No, 4 cards. I didn't actually have a Brontodon. Thanks again, Card Hoarder. Super speedy. You see that? That was super quick. I just put the order in like 2 seconds ago. They are, bam, they are fast. So, good prices and they're fast. Can't beat that. No, the Jace. Just kidding. Update. Yeah. All right. We'll cut this jank, and here we go. Good to go. If you cascade into Jory, you automatically get the card. I don't know if it works that way, because doesn't it say Jory needs to be? Okay, Barkeem. Let's battle. Yeah, Barkeem's been part of the stream for a long time. Alright, Tamir's problem has never been creatures to choose from. It's always been solid interaction. On top of that, Nux is a thirsty guy on mana. If you plan on doing anything within the turn, you play him. He is a bit thirsty for mana. I feel like I could use one more Jason Mind Sculptor with the way it looks. We were playing 2. We had to give them back. We were borrowing them. So, and I don't have enough credit with Card Hoarder to get 2 right now. But maybe next stream I'll coordinate with them and see if I can't borrow 2, and we'll work it out. Yeah, I would play the second Jace, I think, for sure. I think it definitely fits with what we're trying to do. This wonderful mid-rangey nonsense that we're trying to do. If you haven't noticed, I'm not much of a mid-range player. I'm sure you've all noticed. I'm no Reed Duke. Not even close, but I'm trying. Trying to play this deck as kind of a mid-range. Yeah, got there. Won the dice roll. Got there. We'll keep this. This plays Magic. I have no idea what my opponent's on, right? I don't think he told us. Exactly. Who is Reed Duke other than himself? Well put. Oh, you know what? I should have played Tarn first so he could slam Goyf and not take a million, because I have a Scalding Tarn. Oh boy, I was sitting here thinking I might be spreading seas, but nope, he goes Island. And now we're gonna get Blood Mooned, right? It's what we deserve. We're gonna get Spell Snared. He's gonna Blood Moon us. This is what we deserve. We deserve what's about to happen here, considering that we've actually been managing to win a decent amount. I guess I'll go with the Breeding Pool. We have been managing to win a decent amount with this deck, despite appearances. And now we're dead. I did ask for a combo deck. Maybe this is Storm. Maybe he's gonna storm us. Thanks for hitting that follow button. Welcome to the BrewSpytheMagicGuy show. The Epic Brew Lab. I'm surprised we have all these new subs tonight and we haven't had any song requests. That makes me really happy. That means some of you guys are actually subbing to my channel, not just for the bow tie emote or the fact that you get free song requests for a whole month. Like, some of you guys tonight sub maybe just because you like the show. That's kind of cool. Why not Rex Sage over Bronneton? The Rex Sage would be in the sideboard probably over... If we were going to run a Rex Sage, it would be here over Seal of Primordium. Which we've run both. We tested Seal in this spot, and then we also were testing Rex Sage, and we came back to Seal. I don't know. As far as main deck ability is concerned, I think Bronneton's actually fine for this color combination. It's kind of like the whole Kasali Pride Mage concept. It's like it's a body that we can hit off of Bloodbraid that has a relevant effect. Drowned Catacombs go. Interesting. We're not about to get stormed or Blood Mooned. That's not about to happen. I think I'm supposed to go Sanctum, hold. I could have also Field of Ruin the Catacomb. I think that's what we were supposed to do. I don't know if I want to slam another Goyf into his Mana Lake. Puddin' Stars! I heard that Reed Duke is like Reed Duke. Or Duke Reed? What? Lumbalco, thanks for hitting that follow. Welcome to the Brew Spy Show. Oh man, he's playing Esper Control. I'm very excited. Let's electrolyze him. I am quite excited about what's happening here. We were just talking about Esper Control being sweet with Jace's as the finish and like Lingering Souls. Oh wait, I probably should have electrolyzed because there might be a Lingering Souls in our near future. Well, we could cut him on white and then slam a Goyf. I doubt he would... Okay, let's see if we can get him to counter this, and if he does, it'll grow the Goyf because that's enchantment. Let's hit the Colonnade. Tapping this way. See if we can get him to Mana Lake. If he does, it's fine. We slam Goyf. I mean, in before we get Supreme Verdicted, what are you going to do? I need to put a clock on. Okay, so he's going to push. We're going to get this off, maybe? All the more reason to stick another Goyf. Just hope he doesn't have the Spell Snare, basically. Don't have Spell Snare one-time dealer? One-time dealer, don't have it? Yeah. Well, if he had Spell Snare, he would have had to have drawn to... He probably would have snared earlier if he had the opportunity. I want to try to get Esper Miracles with Jace's to work. I like Seal better because you don't have to crack it right away. Rex Sage is an EDB. Yeah, I'm not sure. It's tough to say. I think I could Foothills. I think I'm doing either end step click or maybe countering a Jace of his own. Or this spell he's about to play. What is this? Is this snap? Trying to snap push us? Uh-oh. Maybe I should have slammed the ooze. Well, no, in response to me casting ooze, he would have gone for the snap push play. Oh, Blessed Alliance. Huh. What do you got? Do you have a mana leak? This could be a catastrophe. I guess we could still, like, second main play an ooze. I don't really want to deploy the other threat. Even though opponent's likely a Snapcaster deck, I also want to play around a little bit, something like Supreme Verdict. Opponent's also got 6 cards in their hand. That's a little terrifying. Love to draw some of our Bloodbraids. We did put the 4th one back in. Bloodbraid is very good in these kinds of matchups, for sure. It's pressure, and it's 2 spells instead of just 1. Cascade, a very nutty mechanic, because both spells go on the stack despite what, no matter what they do with the Bloodbraid, with like something like a Cryptic, the other spell would still resolve. I guess they get their pick of the litter. They wait for the Cascade to resolve. This is probably like a Gideon. No, it's Search. Can I handle Search for 4? I don't know. I don't know if I can. Let's get our other type of shock. I don't know if I can handle this much Search. I don't know. We can cut him on black potentially, although he probably has a black basic. I don't really want to commit more to the table. Do I have a way to grow the Goyf mid-combat? Let's see. Instant? No. No, we don't. Awkward. A little bit awkward. It's a little awkward. So let's upkeep, or no, let's draw step the field. See what he does. Oh. Search for 4? You mean secure for 4? I did mean secure for 4. Yeah, secure the wastes. I don't know why I said search for 4. Maybe I got search on the mind, put in stars. Commit away. Oh, you don't think my opponent has the answer here? Yeah, but you could field the colonnade. You can field the colonnade with the spreading. Why would I do that? That seems silly. He does have the basic. Ah, the mismatch swamp. No. No. Do I still click here? Maybe I'm supposed to end step it. Might be correct for me to end step the click if we do it at all. Oh, that would give us enchantment. That's actually not terrible. That's true. We could have grown Goyf. I should have attacked. You're right. Field of Ruin, the colonnade with the spreading. I understand now. Yeah, that would give us enchantment. That's funny. I didn't think about that factor. I mean, now I wish to use the field probably on the Shambling Vent. But yeah, we could have attacked into those warriors, and we could have done the Field of Ruin play. That would have been sweet. I do sound like I need sleep. I do. It's 1 in the morning for me, and we've been streaming a long time. Uptime doesn't reflect it anymore because we had some shenanigans. All right. Okay. You can have nothing. That's how you beat brutality. Just don't play like spells. Play creatures. That's how you beat that card, right? Yeah, I like end step the click, hand check him. Because Ooze is still like a decent card in the matchup. I don't think we're supposed to click ourselves. Let's take a look. What you're working with? What's your last couple? You've got a Rev and a Damnation. All right, I can cut him off Damnation potentially. I mean, we can't handle this Rev happening, so can try to cut him off Damnation by hitting the Shambling Vent. Let's do that before we play out this Ooze, obviously. See if he has even another, get green, because I'm aiming to Ooze, so we get the basic forest. Does he have a second basic swamp? No second basic swamp. So, do we go for it? Do we hope he doesn't top into a way to still damnation us. I'm down for going all in. I don't know about you guys. We get to take the graveyard with us at least. We get to hit like, oh man, Flaying Tendrils. We get to hit like a lot of relevant spells, even if he does find a way to cast the damnation. Again, it might be an overcommitment, because like our board's already strong enough that he needs to consider damnationing. Let's hang on to the ooze. I think if you want to play around him top decking Snap into like pushes and stuff, it's correct to play the ooze. If you want to play a more a game that's based around, okay, well, will he find the second black source? Field of Ruin doesn't destroy basics. Colonnade is an island. No, but it says land island. It doesn't say land basic. Basic land. We still could have hit the colonnade. It's just land is an island. Doesn't mean it's a basic island. It says enchanted land is an island. Anyway. Confusing, I know. Am I supposed to just stick the ooze here and just hope? I think cutting him off of... It's more likely he draws the Snapcaster than maybe perhaps the black source. But I don't know. I don't know my opponent's list, so... you know what? I'm okay putting the chips all in. Let's do it. We'll put the chips all in. Don't hit the black source, please. We'll put the chips in. We'll put them all in. That's me to the dealer saying, you know what? I'm putting all my chips in. Do you hit the second black source, and is it untapped, or is it something like a Shambling Vent? Always roll greed? No, I mean, it is what it is. He found it. What are the cards I need to hit, though, before the damnation blows our socks off? His hand's going to be one unknown after this. We need to hit which cards? We need to hit push. And you know what? As much as I think about Blessed, I think I'm supposed to hit the Secure the Wastes. I think he's going to be threat light, especially after losing. Let's go see if we have another fetchable green. I might not, actually, because remember we budgetified the mana base? Yeah, I don't. That's unfortunate. There's no way I can fix that unless we buy another breeding pool, which I think we need to, for reasons such as this. Always bet on black. No, he hit it. He hit it. He had to draw a black source there, and he did. Oh, Search is a great draw. Don't have the counterspell for this, please. Oh yeah, we're still in this, baby. We're still in. That was one, other than Jace or Bloodbraid, that was one of our better top decks. For sure. In a situation like this, absolutely. Oh wow, he drew double black source. Yeah, I guess we don't understand his mana base at all, but this is just game one. I thought we could maybe cut him on the double black, and there he was. Boom. Alright, so we're gonna... it's tempting to keep this, though. This races. I don't think I'm supposed to. I'm gonna say no. And I'm gonna transform the Iskanta. So let's play... let's activate Iskanta first and see what's cooking. Yeah, now we're talking. So I could, Molten Rain his Tar Pit. I mean, if he has the Mana Leak, this is where he gets to do it, but... I think we want to be playing multiple spells in a turn, or doing multiple things in a turn, like Molten Raining and playing out the Ravine feels good. His last card could be Mana Leak. Alright, Ravine go. This deck is such a wonderful mess, Biggins. Mine or the opponents? I'm assuming you're talking about ours. I'm assuming you're talking about mine. Right? Tarmogoofy. How do we get into the Ravine first, potentially? I mean, that's under the pretense that this connects. I mean, opponent showed us Blesseds, and he'll have Snapcasters. Let's try to get in though. He could even have a push or a path, but I think I'm going to try to get in here. All right, Ravine, it grows, but it's our mess. We love it. Oh, thanks, Puddin' Stars. It is our mess. Am I supposed to Goyf now? Alright, there's the Snappity Dap. Snap Dap Caster. And is slamming Goyf better than just getting a Search for Iskanta trigger in this matchup? Alright, there's the Blessed. So he's going to go for Blessed for all modes. That seems spicy. You got it. A lovely mess. I appreciate it. Alright, so we're going to lose the Ravine here. Do we want to just sit back in Iskanta instead of slamming Goyf? Might be correct to just sit back and get the extra card, to be honest. Just seeing as how this has been going for us. Yep. Yep. Might be correct for me to sit back a turn. Where should I take my wifey for Valentine's? I don't know, Puddin' Stars. It's a good question. Take her to play a Magic event with a new B&R list. Just get value off Escanta, Vines display the creature. I think I'm going to get value off the Escanta, and then we can play Goyf next turn with something that we've hit off Escanta. Land go. Okay. Escanta. Spreading Seas. Oh, we just bin 2 Blood Braids, though. Unfortunately. Okay. Skanta, draw me a better play than what we've got in our hand, please. Work your magic. Alright. Witness. Oh no, that's Beast Within. Could Tarfire the Mage. Not really too keen on Beast Withering here. So Toast the Mage. Oh no, I should have done this in the opposite order because now I'm playing in a Mana Leak potentially. And I guess I'm not. I still have land drop. I keep thinking he's going to have a Mana Leak, and maybe he does. Maybe he does. But probably not. It's probably not a Mana Leak as his last card, right? Probably not. Let's hold the Spreading Seas. Opponent seems to have a lot of man lands. Oh, it's a Cryptic. Never mind. Uh-oh. There's no way I could have taken him off triple blue here. Oh, it's a Logic for 4. That also works. I'll kick it back. We'll hold the spread him. I mean, I think we'll grind him out with the help of Escanta. It's just needs a little help, you know? It's okay. We'll hopefully get there before he hits a whammy spell. And I'm glad we didn't hit the secure on the ooze. I wanted to. We weren't able to. That's right. That's right. We didn't have the other green source. All right, Ancestral. Interesting. Let's take a look. All right, Karizev's to cast the Ancestral, but there's no creature. Do we keep... We were testing this for hopefully not situations like this. I mean, we could grab the Izzet here. I think I'm supposed to try to get the nuts off and get the Ancestral to happen. Maybe not this turn, and I still don't really want to spread. We can take him off double black for like things like Damnation. I still feel like his list should be more of like a... I mean, I don't mind just cantripping just to try to hit something to play this turn. Like hit either, get him off white, white, or double black. Let's keep going after the black sources because it's where we've already kind of committed some of our, land destruction. Plus these are mismatched. We gotta teach him. He must learn. All right, we just unfortunately hit another land. We found them, guys. Stream, we found our lands. I think we even cut a land. I think we're on 22. That Wood of Foothills I should have kept in hand. It actually doesn't have a target, I think. Yeah, it doesn't have a target. Jesus. Yeah, I found our lands. What do you got here, Jace? This is probably him playing his Jace now. Did you top deck a Jace? It happens. I mean, that's a fetch for our Jace, in theory, right? Decides not to do it. Nope. Here it comes. Jace. It's also a fetch in the face of a Jace Fate Seal. Alright, let's see if we can hit a threat. Come on, Bloodbraid powers through Jace. Can we do this? We've also shuffled since we bottomed them. Okay, Jace Storm. Come on, we can do this. Come on, deck. We can do this. It's not over. It's not over. It's not actually over just yet. I haven't said it's over. Another Ancestral. Okay, maybe it's over. Can I have a creature, please? Well, Escanta won't get us a creature. That's just how that works, unfortunately. I'm sitting here thinking we need a creature. There's the Beast Within showing up again, but we have to answer the Jace here if we can. Both Beast and... You know what's interesting? Maybe I'm supposed to answer Jace with Beast, and then we Karizev into the Ancestral. Is that like a weird, is this like a weird Bizarro land? Is this like weird Bizarro world that we've entered? Where this is actually fine? Like, Beast the Jace. Hope he doesn't have the answer. Probably does. But if he answers it with a Snapcaster, perfect. So if he answers this with Snap, I know it seems bad, but at least we get the Ancestral off. All right, 100. Have a good night. How do I feel about the unbans? I mean, I'm playing against a Jace the Mind Sculptor right now, and opponent's about to logic knot me for 1,000,000. So we have a target for our Karizevs, and then the Snapcaster can hit the Jace. At least put him down on loyalty. No, I mean, Search for Escanta is awkward in our deck. We have talked about that factor. He should logic for 5. He doesn't know exactly. Well, I know that this is a dead land here, but he doesn't necessarily know that, so hopefully he has to give up a sizable portion of his graveyard. Yeah, X5. That's fine, you get it. Nope, not going to pay for it. Let me borrow your Snapcaster Mage, please. Can I borrow your Snapcaster, please? Search has been great. What do you mean? No, it is good. I mean, and now we're like casting an Ancestral finally, and like all is right in the world, and you know, now we have another dead land. No, we don't. This is live. This land's live. This one's actually live. There should be another island in the deck. Thank God. That's why I was more on the blue fetches than the wood. This should be a Misty, by the way. We can suspend an Ancestral. And we'll punch Jace with the snap. Gotta pressure Jace. Such a powerful walker. We've been like using all our mana. We like used all our mana this last turn. That's impressive. That is an improvement. I guess you're right. The Escanta has been sweet. That's an improvement. Do you think it's helping the format or making it worse? I don't know. What, Search or the bans? Unbans? I think it could be a good thing. I mean, here we're playing against Esper Control, and we were saying one of the issues with Esper Control is it doesn't have a good way to close out games. And now my opponent's looking at a lot of cards, and he can get the right cards to fight back against this click and this ooze, and it's rough. It is rough. Combo. I know, right? It was great. Nobody will know for like 3 to 6 months, probably, says Ace. Probably. But it's fun playing with new cards in the format, or, well, unbanned cards. It is fun. Hope you guys have been enjoying the stream. Yeah, so this Foothills is just if he starts Fate Sealing us, or we get our Jace and we start Jace Storming. And again, I wish I had 2 Jaces for this matchup. We were playing 2 earlier, now I'm just on the 1. Wish I had a second one. I do. I can hear your cards. Oh man, he has... Yeah, but there's no way we were going to cut him on black-black. Look at this. He has also Chapel in his mana base. Ooh, Lily? Oh, no. Now it's maybe over. Yeah, it's like Esper Friends. Yeah, we're screwed. I guess Ooze is better at this point than the Click. Yeah, this is over, probably. Although maybe Click was still better there. I don't know, it's hard to say. At least you can't Jace bounce the Ooze without giving up the Ooze. I mean, giving up the Jace in this board state. I mean, I'm not giving up yet. We could still draw out of this. There's a Bronneton for the lulz. Let's Escanta. Super spicy Esper Friends. Oh, and there's a Jace of my own. I think that's what I have to take over the Bolt and the others. So we saw Jace. I guess we just have to cast. He's on 0 cards, so let's Jace. We have a Jace with a fetch. We can get into like the right stuff now, hopefully. A Jace of my own. All right, let's Jace Storm, and we have a fetch to crack. All right, Bloodbraid. Unfortunately, not what's going to get us there this turn. I think the Bronneton's weak. It's just a 3/4. We can shuffle that back in. Ravine's actually solid here, too. I mean, these are all things that we want. And then ideally, the Jace sticks around for us to set up this Bloodbraid next turn. But we have to shuffle away Bronneton and either Bolt. Probably keep Ravine, actually. We should maybe keep the threats. Although Lily's on 4, so like Lily, if we don't keep the Bolt, Lily just edicts the Ooze. Fate Seal him. Fate Sealing him doesn't matter with a Jace. Biggins. Let's put the Bronneton back. And I think I have to put back either the Ooze or the Bolt. Jace Mirrors. Just kill Jace. Oh, yeah, we should just Bolt Jace. Yeah, let's keep the Manland. Manland's better against Lily than the Ooze will be, although I like Ooze. We don't have to shuffle away Ooze just because I have a fetch. Yeah, we don't have to shuffle it away. So let's take out the Jace. Yeah, duh. We got to take out Jace here. Bolt the Jace. Oh my god, bolt the Jace. Alright, no. Sensei. Yes. Oh, what am I doing? We're going to lose the Bloodbraid to the Lily Plus. This is so stupid of me. We shouldn't have had the Bloodbraid in our hand just yet. Don't shuffle yet. We should have maybe put the Bloodbraid on top instead of what I put on top with our Jace. This matchup feels like it's going to time out in game 1 fairly often, says my opponent. Yeah, I shouldn't have. Yeah, we should have kept Ooze and cast it. So I made a mistake there. That's okay, we'll learn from it. I mean, it sucks. Yep, there goes the Bloodbraid. God, what a punt. What a punt. Maybe Jace will protect us. Maybe Jace will save us. What do you got here, friend? Is this Search for the Wastes? Is this a second search in the main? Oh, he's revving in response to his Lily? Yeah, that's over. Opponent's on multiple revs, it seems. I would assume we lose this, right? Even though we got like a lot of our stuff going, like... I mean, we could grind it out, but that misplay from me is going to be horrendous, and opponent just got off a rev. Opponent stuck Jace before we stuck Jace. All sorts of wonderful, terrible things happen. We should have played the Ooze. At least at that point, he's minusing Lily. A search of his own. Oh, yeah. No, he's got a lot more grind potential than we do, absolutely. It's good to see it, though, and then we can sideboard accordingly. Maybe we can get under his skin post-board. I mean, I also played into the Damnation, and, I mean, we can get the Lily almost off the table. I assume his last card is a Path, though, for my Raging Ravine. I assume that's his last card. All right, so there's the Ooze. What do I need to do with Jace here? Let's Fate Seal the opponent. It doesn't really matter, though, with Search. Oh, well, I guess I would bottom that. Yeah, we should have searched first, because that tells us what we need to do with the rest of the turn, I imagine. Yeah, I should have searched first, then Jaced. So Bolt. Yep, I'll take a Bolt. Animate the Ravine. So I imagine his last card's Path for Ravine, but I think we still have to do this. We have to hope, right, that the last card in his hand isn't Path, but I assume it's Path. Has to be Path, right? What else would you keep? Okay. Huh. Okay. Well, opponent's now got an active search for Iskanta. We're both on, like, he's on 12 minutes, I'm on 11 minutes. I'll try to play a little more quickly. What a game. I have one Goyf left. I mean, like, look at our graveyard. Jeez, like, think about all the cards that we threw at our opponent. No, I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy when you think about it. Only 18 cards left. Wish I had another way to deal with his Iskanta. We do have more Molten Rains. I mean, we have E-Witnesses to draw to. Like, it's nice that we have like a lot of cards to choose from. We should maybe look at our yard more extensively here. Like, what are the things that we want in this situation, right? Out of the yard that we could get back with a top deck. We have 2 E-Witnesses. So, like, Click is interesting. Getting back Goyf is interesting. Getting back the Electrolyze. Maybe get back the Molten Rain. Hit his Iskanta. Bronto Man seems meh. It is. It was cute. It was a cute idea. What do I think of Notion Thief since Jace is back? Oh, it's an interesting card. It's an interesting idea. I mean, my opponent basically just said he thinks it's not, like, game 1 is not... I mean, we just fought off 2 walkers. We're trying. We should Fate Seal us. Don't we have an Ancestral coming off soon? Oh, yeah, we do. Like, should I Sphinx for a bunch or Secure? I think both win. Sound like winners to me. Those both sound like wins to me, opponent. He says, should I Sphinx for... I'm assuming he drew a Snapcaster Mage, and we just... Unfortunately, our mana is a bit budgeted. Like if we were playing on the mana base we were playing just a second ago, I could fetch this Foothills and I could grab whatever he's about to Snapcaster Mage. Unfortunately, we know that this Foothills is dead, and we're saving it for a Jace Storm. So it goes to show, like, we did need one more green source. The previous build had one. It's not like I cut it on purpose. I just don't own a second breeding pool, and I think the deck would benefit from one. So it's okay. I actually think he should have just used the Rev. That's unfortunate for us. Like, we're sitting there with the fetch and we just can't do it. And we drew like our jank trying to make chat happy. I don't think Jace is all that great in the deck. I know it's like it's a little situational to say it now. I don't know about flip Jace in this list. Alright, whatever. So let's try to get back into this. So let's Jace Storm. See if we can't hit something. So there's the Witness. Witness would take him off as Escanta. I mean, these are all wonderful things. Like, flip Jace, not all that great here. I could Bloodbraid into a Witness, and then the Witness hits Molten Rain, and I Molten Rain as Escanta. Swar says he probably figures you don't have it. Yeah, no, I mean, he also is just watching the stream. I'm sure he knows exactly what's going on there. I think we put Jace back because he's not going to be good. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 mana to work with. BBE into Eternal. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I think it's Jace, then Witness. Bloodbraid into the Witness. And then if we don't want to draw Jace, we can fetch it away. I'm not that excited about the Jace. Think we had a Goyf eat. Think we had to eat a Goyf and block there? How? I don't have a... This is a dead fetch. We had no mana to do that play, Zabi. Think we had to eat a Goyf and eat a block there? I can't. Is this a 2-2? In the last board state, it was a 2-2. We didn't have another green source. This is a Wooded Foothills. I mean, Electrolyze is interesting too. Kill both Snapcasters. We can't let the Escanta continue though. So let's grab the Molten Rain. But I'm just thinking about the Electrolyze. Opponent says, well, that's interesting. All right, let's hit the Escanta. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I know. I saw the same line as you. I wanted to use the Scavenging Ooze. Absolutely, I did. Do we have a Noxious Revival? Ooh, that'd be sweet, Kenneld. We did talk about Noxious. You gotta have like some Lingering Souls in this thing too, right, friend? Just protect Jace. Working on it. Well, we got to stop the card advantage from the opponent on his Escanta, for one. Yeah, just protect Jace. Working on it, working on it. So we have Escanta mana, or I can Witness into something. If there's a 2-drop that's useful. Yeah, I think we just sit on the Ooze. I think we just sit and try to protect Jace. I definitely agree. We've got block here, block here, block here. Well, no, Jace goes down, unless I play the Witness. So you're saying just do our best to protect the Jace? Yeah. I'm down for that. What's the 2-drop I'm going to get, though? Could get back a Goyf. Force him to Wrath the board. He's already used several snaps. Yeah, we could... Oh. Do I have enough green for that play? Hold up. Green, green, green. Yeah, I do. Save a Witness for Jace. Rava says just save Witness for Jace. What? Oh, force the opponent to try to get the Jace off the table, and then we're Ancestraling. And I mean, he might have permission, though. So it's tempting to do everything that we can to keep the Jace on the table. He hasn't shown us a single Cryptic. It doesn't seem like he's on Cryptics, believe it or not. I mean, just because I'm witnessing something back doesn't mean I have to use it immediately. Witness for Goyf. We could get Goyf and play Goyf. I could also just hold up the Ooze for literally the 3rd or 4th Snapcaster and like get like a Bolt to protect Jace here. I mean, we don't have to get Goyf and play Goyf if we want to have an Ooze activation for hitting like the some of these big whammy spells potentially. Just let Jace die. just don't want to play. He doesn't have a sweeper in his yard. It'd have to be off the top. We'll go for the Goyf play Goyf line. What about a Jace of their own? Well, I mean, at this point, we just need to make plays because, like, clocks are ticking for both of us. Clock is ticking. So this is a way to protect the Jace. And I guess even if Jace falls, we have an Ancestral coming. What about just getting back another Ooze? Do it, you're just going to clock anyways. Yeah, that's true, V-Vines. I mean, it's just a friendly game. This is just us freeforming with viewers, so... We've done pretty well for ourselves tonight so far with this rug catastrophe. This rug pile. Yeah. I mean, I'm also pretty tired at this point. I'm trying to still play decently. Usually we either switch over to brew mode or switch over to like another game, and I just chill out with you guys at the end of the streams. I'm starting to get exhausted to the point where I don't think I'm going to be able to, even if I really think hard, I'm not going to make like a decent play. Mono Molten Rain plan. So many choices with Jason deck. So many lines. It is a lot of lines. I'm trying to think through them. I'm just waiting till we get to use that sweet, sweet wooded foothills action. All right, what do you got, opponent? Brutality. Okay. Brody, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the Brews by the Magic Guy show. I also missed you, Milliman, and earlier Sensei Damo, if I didn't recognize your name either. Welcome to the Brews by the Magic Guy show. Wow, the third snap. Or I think that's the fourth snap. It's fine. One of the lines to play around it would have been, instead of getting back Goyf and Slam Goyf, would literally have been get back Bolt and hold up Ooze mana. And we chose not to do it. And that's my fault. Yep. That's my fault. I mean, like I said, you know, I was worried about literally an extra. I mean, we don't know what his list looks like. There could be a bunch of Sphinxes in there. Did our line keep Jace on the table? Arguably, yes. But, you know, at what cost? Like, I mean, we can start to break through some of this. And all the cards are in his hand now, so it doesn't even matter so much if I Fate Seal, I think. We just need to break through. We can still win this. Like, between Forkbolt and Electrolyze, I can clear most of his board. Izzet Charm doesn't seem all that great. And Molten Rain probably needs to go as well. Well, what am I... Okay, I guess I'm Blood Braiding into Electrolyze here. Right, so we don't want the Izzet Charm. I think Izzet Charm's going to be worse than the Molten Rain. Let's go top. We'll Blood Braid into the Electrolyze. Yeah, we can do this. We can do this. Just gotta think. You can't lose this match. Are you kidding? I'm working on it. So hold up. We fetch away the thing we don't want to hit with the Blood Braid, the second Blood Braid. So what's left? We can hit Bronnaton, Ancestral, Lightning Bolt, or Goyf. Okay. All right, let's Fork Bolt these. He lost last turn. We should just be Fate Sealing for the win. You're not wrong. That's probably more correct. There's the Goyf. So how are we attacking here? So he's going to trade his warriors with the Witnesses. That doesn't feel great, but maybe I just jam because we're worried about clock. He sends 3 warriors at the Ooze. I don't think that's great. I'm okay if he wants to trade with some of these, right? This is a lot of damage coming in. Our fetch there was the top card we didn't know, says Elvin, actually. We drew the other card, put it back. Oh, really? Oh, whoops. That's my bad, then. So he'll block probably the Witnesses here, maybe chump the Goyf. This Goyf's a 7/8. No, he wants to take out a... I respect that block. That's respectable. No, he changed his mind. Yeah, I think he should chump the Goyf. That's what he's considering here. Yeah. He only takes 6 this way. Swing all in, threaten lethal to shadows. I probably should have still swung the ooze even still, because we could have grown the ooze twice. That's true. What am I sitting back on the mana for, you know? What am I even doing with that? And the opponent drew a lot of cards. I'm assuming we're getting sweeped here, right? God, the third snap there. I mean, if only that fetch actually would have gotten something 2 times, the ooze could have been useful. Or if we'd gotten the right thing with the witness. I talked about getting bolt instead of getting the Goyf and slamming Goyf. I think that was correct. To even just hold open 1 ooze mana would have been so beneficial. How busted is this deck? Not very busted. I think it's actually pretty fair. I think it's actually pretty fair. Oh, tapped the wrong source. Guess it's okay. Alright, Jace Storm. Somebody said I should just be fate sealing at this point. I think I just want to try to get the game done, because we've dirtled for far too long. Let's put back the Vision and the Bronnaton. Yeah, both of these are just dead at this point. Should I also get in with the Ravine? I think so. You have 7 damage. Opt. Is he unsettles? I have no idea. This is game 1, and we're both on like 5 minutes left. Opt. Opt. Oh, I bet he's looking for it if he has it for sure. Like a cryptic would work here. Yeah, settle would be hilarious. I wouldn't even be mad. I would applaud him for that. That would be the sexiest. That would literally be hilarious. That would be most wonderful. All right, I have to win a game in 5 minutes now. Great. My head hurts from that game. Oh, we said Esper control would be cool though. Oh, we said it would be cool. Let's stay cool, guys. Let's stay cool. This is a grind, tireless. He's gonna have lingering souls. We didn't see any lingering souls. I don't know how I'm supposed to beat this. I mean, Finks line up well against things like Damnation. Well, okay, what are the whammies we need? Kari's was cute and kind of slowed us down. I mean, I get that it casts the Ancestrals, but this matchup's so long, they'll cast on their own. We saw a lot more cards than the opponent, actually. These were kind of the culprit behind that. Bronnaton out. Electrolyzes were fine. I mean, the Fork Bolt's laughable, although I did use it to some nice game. You want something like Thrun? Yeah, I wish we had something like Thrun now. Jeez. I mean, Huntmaster's a thought. Pia and Kieran's a thought. Tarfire could go. Bolts could go. I mean, like, I don't know how much of that burn we can afford to keep in. We'll run some of it. I'm not saying we cut all of it. I'm just making suggestions. I mean, Jace is cool. I mean, we did disrupt his mana slightly, but it looks like his mana base is not that greedy at all. So I think we have to run these elements, though, because he's also a Search for Escanta deck. In fact, he's running more than we are. He had 2. Keeping the bolts, it'll kill his walkers. Yeah, I mean, bolt's still bolt. Yeah, go after the walkers with him. I mean, if he has like a whammy of a sideboard card, like what if he's just planning to like rest in peace us? I know that hurts his own snaps, but like that could really hurt us. We talked about that earlier, how our deck is quite a bit graveyard reliant. I mean, I don't know what his sideboard plan is. He's seen our deck, so I haven't seen his. Unfortunately, it all comes down to this next game. Or I just don't time out. Yeah, but Bronto takes down Escanta. It does, but like not a flipped one. Why run Moltons over Fulminator? We originally 13 Fox were going to run Moltons, and that's just a change that we made. We're down to 1 Jace. I don't have a second one. We had 2 earlier in the stream. They were borrowed. Right now, we're only able to borrow 1. I'll get more for next stream, guys. I think the list wants 2. I just don't have access to the second one right this moment. Kedler let us borrow his Jaces today. All right, let's keep it. We're red zone. Opponent's about to be red zone. Let's do it. Speed magic. Biggin says you should cut search. Put in PA and Kieran. PA and Kieran Alar and Huntmaster. We probably should have just slammed in a bunch of our relevant threats. Just because. Just time. Alright, there's the search, unfortunately. Opponent's also in the red zone now. Thinking how I want to maneuver this. I think draw step click is where I want to be. Yeah, opponent's also in the red zone. This is going to be interesting. A little bit of speed magic. Oh, I can't click, obviously. What am I saying? I played the Ravine. Sorry, I played field. If I wanted to click, I needed to play the Scalding Tarn. Jeez. Oh, that's terrible. I could have end step electrolyzed, though, at least. Alright, we'll do it right this time, I swear. I mean, I'm tired. I'm worried about time. There's so many factors here, and I'm trying to also read the chat, which I don't know if I have time to do. I can't cast click there, no, because I played the Field of Ruin. I meant to play the fetch land. Yes, correct. It was not my intention. Was not the intention. Click, what do you got? I mean, what do you even take in a situation like this? We're both on red time. Timely seems terrible. These are all awful for us. Yeah. Guess we can play through the damnation. I think I'm supposed to take the timely. God, that's awful for us. Just Esper pile of super control cards that we'll never break through in a million years. Oh boy. I said that the deck could be good. I did say that in chat earlier. Alright, let's draw 3. No, no, Moto, no! Oh, are you kidding me? What the heck? It just skipped through our whole turn. What? Alright, let's not panic. That's the worst, though. Like, going down cards, it's over. That wasn't a punt. I didn't do that. Are you kidding me? Maybe, like, the F6 I had during my opponent's turn carried over? I didn't do that. Wow. That is the worst. Alright, kick it back. We're both on 3 minutes. I don't even know, Irish. Like, I didn't pass my turn. I don't understand. This is bizarre. Alright, let's do it. Click. Maybe it was lag. I don't know what happened there. Like I did have an F6 set during my opponent's turn, but I didn't have one set during my turn. I'm not sure exactly what happened. Alright. It's fine. Should have gotten a green source there. Let me just try to play fast. I'll take the snap. He won't kill you in 3 minutes? No, but we're going to time out because we have less time than the opponent, unfortunately. I know you have the damnation, but we got to do this anyway. I can't cut him from damnation no matter what I do. That's why you don't bother playing either? Well, if opponent just wants to time us in a friendly game, that's fine. We're just playing with the new cards, he and I. That's totally up to him. That doesn't, I mean, that's just at that point, I'm like, I'm already ready to go to bed. Alright, Blessed, the Great Elf, we knew about the Blessed, so he's just down to Damnation, 1 unknown. He has Damnation and 1 unknown card. I mean, I can't cut him from black for the Damnation no matter what we do. Sorry, I thought this was... No, it's not a league. No, no, you can't play these cards in a league yet. For better or worse. Yeah, we can't play Jaces and Bloodbraids in leagues yet. Molten, go after his black sources. Two minutes. So you're saying go after the black sources? Okay. I mean, this is gonna deal damage though. That's not how Molten works. Like that won't deal damage by hitting a basic swamp. I see what you mean. Like try to Molten him off of black mana, but like we know he only has 2 swamps. I'm just saying like it won't do what we want it to do in time. I think you should just try to keep him off Iskanta. Well, we have Field of Ruin for the Iskanta. Alright, a Colonnade. Oh, he's just going to Damnation now. I am supposed to take something with Ooze there, but we don't really have time for me to try to resolve that. Alright. I guess I'll hit the Colonnade. Oh, I meant to hit the Iskanta there. What am I doing? Because he might have a counterspell for the Molten Rain. My bad. I did that in the wrong order. I meant to hit Iskanta first, and then I meant to go after the Colonnade potentially with the Rain. My bad. I mean, this might get countered easily, and then it's over. But I guess 2 minutes isn't really enough time to utilize the Iskanta advantage, arguably. Yeah, he's going to use it in response. Or is this logic not? Field. Oh, I meant to tap my mana first. Whoops. Nope. That's kind of F6 there, though. Goif! Goif, go! Goif, go! Oh, this is hilarious. I mean, our clocks are pretty even game 1. Opt. What does he do with the opt? I mean, we're trying. I think I am too tired to play Magic in general, even if it's complicated or not complicated. Second search. It's pretty good. Yeah, we should have been trying to cut him on black sources. Once he realized that's what we were doing, that's when he played the Damnation. For sure. Oh, Orimoto's not going to let me attack with the Goyf? Okay. Sure. That was... Did you guys see the little dance it did? It like started to tap and then didn't tap and then it skipped my attack? Okay. Okay. It's stupid playing like this. Oh, well, that's the beauty of the chess clock. Also, now we've caught up to him time-wise, and now I'm ahead. That is the sad beauty. That is the wonderful sad beauty that is Magic Online, is now we're actually technically winning, even though it looks like I'm losing. His opponent has 1 minute and 9 seconds to... And it's like now we're going to be the scummy ones, right? Because now we're the ones who are winning because we're just flying through this. I mean, it's so sad. That is the sad thing about Moto, for sure. All right, let's actually resolve a spell. So let's try to Electrolyze. Yes, I did pay. I could have sworn we paid red there. All right. Oh boy. I guess that was stupid because I thought he was going to counter that and he didn't. We did win? Maybe. Opponent's got 50 seconds. Snapcaster Mage? Okay. What do you got? We might get to Izzet Charm this. He's got 48 seconds. We have 1:01. Need Courser of Crewfix. Oh, Zabeard, we did have Courser of Crewfix. Now he goes after the path, so I can't stop that. No, he's doing the right thing. He's just trying to protect the Jace. That's absolutely what you do. That is absolutely what you do. Second main, we reestablish clock. Oh. There we go. Oh, no. We don't want to... Oh, God, what happened there? That was bizarre. It didn't let me undo the tapping of the islands. Okay. That is bizarre. I did want my mana open. Thank you very much. What a bizarre game. Turn 12. What am I even pressing? I do have hotkeys, but that was not the... I mean, maybe I accidentally pushed the wrong hotkey? Push, push. Okay. 15 seconds. 30 seconds. Another raging. A Finks. A search. Oh. I am supposed to bolt there, by the way. And it's just speed magic. 13 seconds. What do you got? Yeah, I meant to bolt his Jace, obviously. I didn't need to play around Cryptic there. I did obviously mean to bolt the Jace. I don't even know what to think of the results there. Like, we still had threats. We had Iskanta. He had Iskanta. Some of the stuff that I tried to do quickly was terrible. Like, we tried to cut him off Damnation, and that didn't work. He topped another Black Source, played the Damnation. So, like, we had, like, a wasted Molten Rain at some point. I think the first field we played was okay. The second was bad. I mean, it's just awful. I'm ready to go to bed if we're making those terrible mistakes. Kid says, no, you were going to lose that? Well, but we took game one, kid. So in paper, that's a tie. On Moto, that's a loss for the opponent. But I don't feel good about it because it did feel as though the opponent was winning. And I think in paper, he could have turned it into a win. Yeah. In paper, he could have turned it in anything from a win to a tie. Because that's Magic Online, that's actually a win for us. But I don't feel good about it. I feel like it was messy. I feel like I'm tired and ready to go to bed. But I had a lot of fun with you guys today. Let me know about your Jace or Bloodbraid builds in the chat or on my social media. Alright, Ace says you won that game if you didn't miss the turn 3 in the attack with the Goyf. I know, yeah, like we had that weird, like, I pushed my hotkey to attack and then it didn't. And then the Goyf's like, did this little weird dance where he like moved up and tapped, but didn't attack. It was a little frustrating. Biggin says his deck was 100% Dirtle. Kid says good games. Oh, yeah, no, I mean, the clock was terrible for both of us. It wasn't all that much fun. I mean, I had fun there, but it wasn't fun in the end because we were just trying to clock each other, and it was just, I don't even know anymore. It made me sad, because, like, that's not the kind of stuff that happens in paper. At least in paper, you know, you go to turns and you actually try to think methodically at least about the last couple interactions you're going to do. On Moto, you don't get that luxury. You don't get to really, it doesn't go to time. You don't get to sit there and be like, all right, can I win from the position that I got the game state to? And that's not a skill that you get to work on Moto or whatever, if you want to call it a skill. It's not something that you get to practice on here. Ace, you also lost another turn divisions. Yeah, I mean, like, the hotkeys are really screwing me. I mean, they allow me to play quickly, and I still am able to, like, read chat. And I try to be one of the more interactive Magic streamers out there. That's definitely something I try to do. But it's tough when you're playing those kind of control or mid-rangey sorts of matchups to pay attention to the board, pay attention to my hand, pay attention to what's going on, pay attention to what you guys are doing, and I'm exhausted. I would play maybe one more game with this deck, but maybe not that kind of matchup. Does anybody else have another deck they wanted to test? I know there were a few viewers that wanted to test against, like, this pile before we went to bed. Yeah. I think that was the worst performance we did with the deck. I think some of the other matchups were much more not interesting. That was definitely an interesting matchup. I just think I think I performed much better, and I think I'm owing it to the fact that I'm starting to fall asleep on my keyboard. Rain, says Karnfather. Karnfather, we did get to play against Tron earlier. Back before I think we had maybe this much Tron hate. It might have been before the Beaster, then I don't remember. But we did actually take the game. That was a friend of ours that played us with his, I don't know if it was green-black Tron. We didn't see a black source. He was at least green Tron. And we did manage to get very lucky and take the match. But actually, I don't know if we did, right? The last game he played, he said his wife came home and he had to go. And he had resolved a worm coil. We didn't have the answer for the worm coil then. We would have had to draw on answers to at least the tokens, because he had to block there. We could have forced a block. The worm coil dies. I'm trying to remember the board state. It was like 2 Goyfs and the sideboard tracker and something else. He had just resolved worm coil. We could attack because the Goyfs are big enough. I think there were 6 7s. Maybe they weren't. Maybe there were only 5 6s. We'd have to go back and review the game. Ace says, no, you dominated him. I don't think it was a domination. I think we got lucky. I think we happened to see some of our cards that are semi-relevant in the matchup. You know, like we got lucky. We saw things like the rain. We saw the seas. We saw a lot of burn. Like we saw not so much of our decks dirtle. We saw some of the proactive stuff. These are two fun ups we wanted to test. I think they're both bad in the main, or bad in the deck in general. I think if we're going to run Bronodon, there goes Seal. Originally, when we were talking about Karizevs, it was going to be in the sideboard, if at all, because it is better when your opponents have a target for it. I get that it's an enabler for the Ancestral besides Bloodbraid or Jace Brainstorm into Bloodbraid, but I still think it's bad in the main board. So I think if we want to run those cards, continue to test those cards, they can exist in the deck, but they need to be in the sideboard. We should maybe be maining one of the Kitchen Finks. There's a lot of aggressive decks. We could main Anger. Again, there's a lot of aggressive decks. We could main some of these other elements. Somebody suggested just main the Huntmaster. You know, there's a lot of these, like Tracker could be main. A lot of these elements probably should be main before some of those cards. I missed Descanta, Jace, Lily. All right, Barkeem says, I missed Descanta, Jace, and Lily all game one base. It was a grind, man, and I'm so sorry you had to see that from me because I was making punts left and right. You saw that I accidentally time walked myself a couple times just because I was slamming the hotkeys and trying not to time out. I was trying to catch up to you on the clock because you were certainly ahead going into game two, Barkeem. It was such a solid game, man. Thanks so much for the game. That was super cool. Yeah, Esper control looks a lot more viable when it has something like Jace the Mind Sculptor at the top of the curve. That looked like it played really well. That might be something we need to explore in later streams. So thank you for that, Barkeem. Do we have another viewer with another deck? I think, despite saying I'm tired, I'm down for one more. What about playing some more modular counterspells? Yeah, like more stuff like Izzet and Supreme. I like the idea of it. Yeah, more modular counterspells. We thought about playing like even like something bad like Tamir Charm just to try it out. It's kind of like they got like the same modal. It's a conditional counterspell, right? It's the same kind of conditional counterspell. You know, kind of like Will or Charm. Like it's for a specific situation. It's either overcosted, overcolored Mana Leak, or it's a fight. Or it's one of the only instant speed fights actually that exist. I wish it was target creature control gets +1/+1 counter instead of +1/+1 until end of turn. But I like cards like this in theory. Something to hit off Bloodbraid that you can also use in certain matchups where you just have to have a counterspell. How many Manlands do I run? 2. Oh, Barkeem, yes, Barkeem. Yeah, Barkeem, I don't know. Alright, it was a really grindy game. I lost. I thought I was in it despite being behind. I don't think we technically should have taken that. Yeah, more modular cards would be cool. I could test it. I could test another Charm. I'd be down. I like Tamir Charm enough to run 2. More modular counterspells like Tamir Izzet Charm counts. How can I challenge you? 2 Colonnade, 1 Vent, 1 Pit. How do you challenge me? Archer, you need to have a free-form modern deck, and then what's your MTGO name? Mine's Spawn of Virtue. I could challenge you, then we can go to bed. I know I'm sitting here saying we're tired and we played messy, but it's like, it's tempting to play more. You could also just mainboard the Finks. Yeah, I mean, if you want to get more modular... conditional counterspells in, we could play the second Charm. We had as many as 2 Izzet Charms, and we actually didn't mind them. They felt decent. They're permission that should it be hit on the Bloodbraid Elf, at least it loots. Other than that, it's a shock or it's a spell pierce. They're fine. They're kind of what we're trying to do, actually. So some of these modular cards could be neat. I think double Molten Rain main is aggressive in the same case as like the Spreading Seas, you know? All those aspects of the deck being main are pretty aggressive. Do need to make one cut from the side. We could cut the Expertise. I think it's cute. I like it in theory. We'll cut it. I like it in theory, but it's a little adorable. I mean, I know the deck's... no matter what I do, this archetype's going to be adorable. Like, we're in a color combination that just really shouldn't be considered for mid-range or long games in Modern, but we've been getting there. We've been very lucky. Some flukes here and there that have gotten us there tonight. Did we deserve all the wins that we got? I don't think so. But it did make for some sweet games. That it did. So blue on the bottom. Yeah, it made for some sweet games. Did I play great at the end there? I don't think so. I think in a nutshell, if we were playing paper, you should have had the win. That's what I was saying to the stream, Barkeem. I think that if that was a paper match, that match was yours. So for all intents and purposes, Barkeem, you should count that as a win. Nicely done. Keep tuning that Esper deck. That looks sweet. Like when Jace is playable Wednesday, you could be crushing with that thing. Keep tuning it. Maybe add some Lingering Souls. All right, I was definitely ignoring the land hate, just didn't care. No, we tried to screw you a few times and it just didn't do it. All right, True Story is my MTG name. Challenge me. You got it. And then this probably was our last game. Yeah, I'm down for maybe one more. I'm a sucker for punishment. When Jace is playable Wednesday, you can enjoy playing against everybody on Tron and Burn. Yeah, truth, Ray. Yeah, true, Ray. Very true. I mean, I'm trying to be a good sport about this whole thing. I hope you guys know that. Right? I mean, I wish we had 2 Jaces. We had to give one back. We're testing a Jace Prince Prodigy. We're testing a Search for Skanta. No, not modern. It's actually freeform because it's not legal yet. Oh. Moto? We broke it. We broke it. Our hero Tron to save the metagame from evil Jace. Karn Father to save the format from evil cards like Jace and Bloodbraid Elf, right? Yeah. Eidolon and Karn to keep these cards in check, right? Karn Father and I'll keep it. We can try JCV before we go to bed. Hopefully the guy that suggested Jace or some of the guys that suggested Jace are here. Uh-oh, Street Wraith. Uh-oh. Bloodbraid versus Shadow. Alright, True Story. Oh, wait, no, this could be the Hollowed One deck. You don't normally see Black Cleave out of, yeah, this could be the Hollowed One list. Alright, Steve. Street Wraith into nothing. Now he's gonna cast Goblin Lore. Oh, I'm excited if this is a Goblin Lore. Could be also a different take on some of the Mardudu decks. No, it looks like Goblin Lore. Looks like Hollowed One. Alright, let's roll the dice. Oh, he hit the Hollowed One and then we were dead. Nice. This is pretty good. Need to hit a Tarmogoyf. If I can hit Tarmogoyf, we have a chance. We can cut him on red. Am I just supposed to play Jace and just hope, or are we supposed to... I think we cut him on red. Yeah, let's cut him on red and let's get a green source so we can like have a semblance of casting this Witness in my hand. Living Bloodbraid? What? Alright, yeah, so Forest. Spread him. Oh, Living and Bloodbraid Elf? He might not be playing any of the new banned cards. He might just be jamming us, showing off the power that is Goblin Lore. That's me not joking, by the way. I mean, I think if you really build a deck around a card, this is fine. It's certainly shown us what it can do. The Pro Tour, Hollowed One. Karn Ugin unite Nicol Bolas, God Pharaoh. To keep Jace in check. The evils will unite to keep them in check. What about playing something like Instantiate? We had an Unsubstantiate Smogred in the deck. We did. It got cut. I miss it. I like modal cards in a deck like this. Alright, Bloodghast coming back. Phoenix coming back. Already reaching for my sideboard, right? This is kind of like how we'll probably feel about, you know, against Dredge too, right? If we don't see like Scavenging Oozes, we'll be reaching for these Angers. I think we can take a game on this guy. I just don't know if it's going to be in time. Right, we're going to lose this first game most likely, and then the second game also, perhaps. Yeah, I probably should have just played Jace. All right, Fork Bolt to buy us time. Doesn't really work like that. They just both come back. Molten Rain, his black source, or sorry, his red source. Didn't really do much for us. And then I Bloodbraid and hope to hit something useful. Doesn't seem good enough either. Jace can block and then flip in a few turns, but we're not going to have a few turns. Witness get back Bolt. Yeah, he did take Bolt with the brutality he played. What about Jamocha? Wait, no. Let's go after the mountain. They're more of a red deck for sure. But the damage is already done. Him hitting the hollowed one already has kind of sealed our fate. He could have discarded it. He didn't. I'm going to fall to, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to fall to 2. Alright, let's spin the wheel. I have no idea what Bloodbraid could hit that saves us here. I actually don't think it exists. Don't think it exists, but I love the idea of hitting something sweet. Yep. Alright, let's bring in those angers. So what's interesting, so this matchup is like about things like Gurmag and Hollowed One. And it's like, this is where we kind of wish we could bring in the Ancient Grudges, but like, maybe they're not good. I don't know how we would win this matchup, yeah. I mean, his deck's definitely hitting us from a similar angle that Tron would. I mean, not Tron, Dredge. God, I am tired from mixing up my decks. We were just talking about Tron, is probably why my brain did that. So, you know, like things like Anger Matter. I'm just trolling you guys because I took up my whole deck, by the way. Hope you noticed that. All right, we'll do what I do in paper, which is sometimes I'll consider chunking in the whole thing, and then from there pick out the bad ones. Let's do it that way. So I just feel like our whole deck does nothing here. Alright, Ancestral's too slow. This probably needs to get cut. Jace too slow. Probably needs to get cut. Mom Pop Thopter Shot block nicely. Huntmaster gains his life and blocks nicely. He's going to have Fatal Pushes, so these don't go away. These can block Gurmag Angler all day. Some of these cute fun ofs have to go as well. Fork Bolt. Bolts can maybe stay, but they're pretty bad in this matchup. Not that I like cut them all, I'm just saying they're pretty poor. Is it Charm's too slow? Supreme Will gets cut, Clicks get cut, although Click can trade with his flyer. Kitchen Finks seem good, Tamir Charm might be okay, we can have like a Goy fight one of his dudes, in theory. Beast Within might be good enough. So like maybe something like this, cut this 12. Anger doesn't really matter against the 4/4s. Yeah, that's why they play the deck, actually. That's why I like Hollowed One, because it's a bit diversified. You can't really beat it just by attacking their graveyard, and you can't really beat it by just attacking the big threats, because the resilient threats keep coming back. I think it's a very underestimated deck. Like, Staticaster here only hits Bloodghast. So, we can cut it for that reason. I mean, Threads is fine. We can Threads a Bloodghast, and then it won't keep coming back. He has to kill it then. Or we can Threads. We can't Threads Phoenix, though. No, I think Threads isn't good enough. They have only, I think, 8 targets for this. And none of them are, like, backbreaking enough to pair with their own threats to be helpful enough. One more cut. I mean, Bronneton hits Hollowed One. Not that we were supposed to run it here. It's a thought. Cut the Colossus and Thrashing. I like cutting Thrashing first. I'd rather be answering multiple. I'd rather answer multiple Hollowed Ones with a single Grudge than the Thrashing. I agree. Let's keep the Colossi. I like Colossus actually in the matchup because I don't think we have enough ways to deal with Gurmag in the deck. Just period. I mean, we might get a Goyf that's bigger. Oh, I definitely would have kept a different opener if we knew that was what our opponent was on, but we didn't know, and that's okay. That's. I mean, I'm a sucker for punishment. You know, I'm asking people to challenge us, and they get the information we don't necessarily. All right, but this hand has Goyfs, and that's how we can maybe take the match. I'm gonna go Scalding into perhaps Green Source. It might still be correct for me to lead out Steam Vents, though. We'll see what we can do. It's not all is lost, stream. I'm gonna try. I'm glad we finally hit another bad matchup, though, right? Because we played against Titan Shift and actually won, and Titan Shift should have stomped us. We just played against Esper Control, and Esper Control should have won. All right, Burning. Okay, let's spin the wheel. Let's spin the wheel. So we lose... Oh, that wasn't so bad. Our hand didn't change very much at all. Actually, our hand didn't change, except... Yeah, these are 3 cards we didn't see, and those are the ones we lost. He did get a Bloodghast out of that exchange, which is really sweet. He lost a Fatal Push, though. So maybe Goyf is good to go next turn. Even at the cost of shocking ourselves to get the Goyf in play, we might have to. I think it's important that we get that going. So do we want access to blue-blue or red-red? We have things like Pia and Molten Rain. I think I definitely want access to red-red instead of blue-blue. Basically, all our blue-blue cards have gone to the board, like things like Vendilion Click and Jason Mind Sculptor. We're not running the threads. I think it's definitely stomping grounds here, in this case. Plus, I have like a witness in my hand. So we could get the Goyf on the table without taking damage, but then that means I'm not casting this witness. But that might be worth it. Like, it might be correct for me to get Island or a Mountain here. I'm trying to think if we had anything in the deck that does care about the double Island still. Not really. Not really anything in right now. Probably still better as... Oh, the Mountain's down. It has to be Island if we want to not take pain on this Goyf. Goyf, go. What about Guttural Response? Vexing Shusha? Shusher's interesting for a deck like this that doesn't really want to run like true counterspells, wants like modal counterspells that could be hit off Bloodbraid. It's an interesting thought. Will Tamir Charm be any good? I have no idea, Snaff. My gut tells me no. My gut instincts tell me no, but I'm willing to test it for chat, for the lulz. Not that I'm willing, not that I'm saying I'm willing to test any card, but I think it could be kind of neat. We'll see. I'm not going to use the word good. I would say not any good. I would say it's interesting. Right? And now that he's delved away the graveyard, like, our Goyf shrinks, and now, like, our dream of, like, Tamir Charm fighting the nasty big angler with our Goyf is gone from us. I mean, unless I can get another card type before that happens, I doubt it. Oh, Ooze is good, potentially. I don't have enough green, though. We should have maybe been greedier on this island. If I had another green source, like, I could Ooze into take his Bloodghast, or more likely the Phoenix. Yeah, Goyf too small to... Unless there's no instant. Wait, is there no instant in the yard? Well, no. So the Tamir... That would be interesting interaction-wise, right? If we went for the Tamir Charm fight the Angler at some point. Because instant would be entering the graveyard? Well, no. I mean, that would need to resolve... I don't know. I mean, damage... Fighting... Goyf fighting... How is the spell interacting... When does the spell go to the yard, and when does the Goyf and the Gurmag do its deed? Snapper says it'll grow. Wait, no it doesn't. Fighting is not a normal mechanic we think about. It grows after damage? I think it grows after damage because the Tamir Charm hasn't hit the graveyard yet. Hasn't finished resolving. Yeah. So unfortunately, that is not a line we can take. I could like double block Angler, like I could play the Steam Vents tapped. And we could just play out Goyf. It's probably the safer line. Or even just playing out Ooze might be correct. The benefit of the Goyf is if he has exactly the second or third Fatal... I think it has to be the second Fatal Push. If he has a second Fatal Push, we're blown out by this. So maybe I'm not supposed to try a double block here. Ozzy says, no, it'll grow. I mean, opponents being very meticulous, trying not to grow our Goyfs. I definitely appreciate that. I don't appreciate it. I wish he would let them grow, but I'm saying I appreciate him taking care, resolving the looting. So, I mean, if I was in his shoes, I would definitely try to be digging to a Fatal Push and try to blow us out here. I feel like I'd feel much safer just blocking Bloodghast for now. If we do engage in a block. We could lose Goyf to a Bolt at that point. I mean, us taking any damage off this Angler is terrible when he has these recursive threats like Phoenix. Goyf would live but not do enough damage, says Korn. That would be my understanding. Goyf lives but doesn't deal enough damage to matter. Oh, okay. I mean, we could go for the double block. If he has the Fatal Push, we're blown out, but we might be losing anyway if I don't make a low percentage... or a high upside play like that. If we don't make a high upside play like that, maybe we're going to lose anyway. God, this is terrible that we only have the one green source. I mean, we have Ooze in our hand, and it's supposed to help us in these situations, but it would just shrink the Goyfs. What's our other line? Bolt into Tamir Charm? That feels terrible, too. We have the colors to do that. Oh, no, we don't. Mountain's in the graveyard. Shoot. Yeah, the Singleton Mountain got hit by the... my opponent's inquiry. I don't know how we would need to navigate this match. Maybe I'm just too tired to see it. Unfortunately, I hate to make that sound like that's a cop out, but I am a bit. I mean, I understand we can grow the Goyfs with the Bolt. I understand that much, and I know that the Goyfs would then be ready to maybe tango with the Gurmag because they get the +1. Then they do the fight. So we like bolt Phoenix to try to not take Phoenix damage. I mean, we have a line. There is a line. It just involves shock damage, and I think that's going to cost us the game. And then he just finishes us out with some bolts. But we'll go optimistic here. We'll go optimistic. Get a breeding pool, says Ace. Bolt Tamir Charm. I think it's the only way. Like we let him go to combat. We bolt the Phoenix. We fight the Angler. Something like that. Oh, thanks for the follow. I don't feel like I never feel like I never feel great with my plays at the end of the stream, but I'm trying here, guys. It is quite late for me. Second Angler? Okay. Goifs are even smaller now. It's even less of a possibility now. Oh, you know what I should have done in response to the... Well, no, he was already delving. There's no moment for us to actually technically respond to the to what he's doing there. I don't think there's a way for us to grow the Goif big enough to tango with the Angler still. Yeah, these delve threats have been sweet. Well, I'm at 11. I don't like taking the Phoenix damage again. So maybe this is still correct. So Bolt and Phoenix. Now Goifs grow again. Actually, no, we can do this. Well, we'll lose a Goif, though, in doing this, won't we? Is there a way I could resolve this in that we don't lose one of the Goifs with this play? Like block, and then fight? Either way, we're going to lose a Goif, no matter how I spin this, right? But maybe the Goif that remains, we can get big enough to tango with this Angler, given like a draw. Just thinking about the possibilities. Actually, wait a minute. Maybe that's what I'm supposed to do. Maybe, it's hard to say. Is going down to 9 that much of a concern? Yes. Not blocking Vampire? Well, okay, so... Just thinking about the possibilities here. So you're saying don't block the Ghast? You're saying just fight the Angler? That's true. I could just ignore one of the two Ghasts and just fight the Angler. Goif would be a 5/6 if we go for the fight. Just from the +1. Just take the 4. Block Angler, fight Angler. Oh, block this Angler, fight the other Angler. What am I doing? Jeez, I am exhausted if that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, we're supposed to do this for the 2-for-1 value. Good lord, I almost punted this match, guys. I'm sorry. Tamir Charm's sweet here because it lets us fight the other Angler, and then we trade this Goif with this Angler. And I just didn't see it. I just didn't even see it. Alright, get the breeding pools, yes. Yeah. And then we can make a nice sized ooze after this. Alright. So, target creature fights this Angler. Oh, I didn't tap right. Did I screw this up? Please tell me I didn't screw this. Blue, green, red. There we go. Oh, thanks for the bits, House of Cards, for the cheer. Thanks for the cheer. Alright, so, this Goif is going to fight... Wait, what am I doing? No, yeah, we lose a Goif either way. Yeah, we lose a Goif either way, but this is the play that maybe get us back into this mess. Thanks for that follow. So down goes an Angler, and then another Angler goes down. We are left with a Goif. Okay, we could maybe turn this around. Tamir Charm actually seems kind of sweet. Took me a moment to see it, though. We can make a nice sized Ooze next turn. Well, Ooze has to grab the Phoenix and the Bloodghast. And we can't do both. We have to choose. Depends on if he has another whammy card here. Oh, well, Bloodghast is in play, so I guess we're choosing the Phoenix. We might actually be able to do this. So we get the Ooze into play. We kick it back. Goif has to be on blocking duty here, unfortunately, right? For a turn, at least. And this is at the beginning of combat trigger, so we could still get there. I haven't lost all hope. I'm a little hopeless. I mean, we could be dead to double bolt now. Maybe I should have gained the life immediately. That's true. I might have just put us dead to double lightning bolt by not immediately gaining the life. That's true. That's my bad too. I'm not even thinking about such simple plays at this point. Yeah, we could easily be dead now. That's okay. I'll accept that loss and we'll just go to bed because I'm not even thinking about Bolt Bolt. Yep, get the blood gas back. Not much I can do there. Goblin lore. Okay. Hollowed one down, adept down. What did he keep? What about Surak? Oh man. What's up, Siegehorn? Should have ate the bird so he can't delve, says Ozzy. Oh, did he have enough mana to still delve there? Oh, that would have been terrible. Should have eaten bird to play around not only double bolt, but yeah, there's an angler. Alright. Okay. Witness back the Tamir charm, try to do the same play we did earlier. I can't think of anything else, right? Yeah, probably Witness back the Tamir charm, try to set up eating the angler again. Is there a different play anybody else sees? I mean, we could Witness back Bolt, and then we can, like, block Bolt. I mean, the issue with... Well, that's okay, he's on one card. Let's Witness back the Tamir charm and try to set it up again. Why don't you just E-Witness a Bolt? We could. I think I have to set up the charm again, though. Well, okay, Witnessing a Bolt might be correct. Try to trade up using the Bolt. That's true, Bolt plus Witness would trade up on the angler. Yeah. Yeah, let's not waste a turn. Yeah, the charm was sweet when we did play it, but that's not what we're supposed to get here. I agree. We'll send it back. Ideally, we get to block... I mean, the problem is, you know, no matter what I get there with the Witness, he has full knowledge of what we're planning. It's the issue, you know, when thinking about Witness versus things like Snap or what have you. So, opponent has perfect information there, can know not to swing the angler this turn. Actually, he shouldn't swing anything with what we've got cooking now, unless he has a way to play around it. Like, if we, like, try to block and Bolt Angler maybe has, like, fetch into... Ooh, Burning Inquiry? Okay, I think we have to mark the angler with the Bolt. This sucks. Oh, that was really bad timing. We could also just hope that we keep the Bolt. I mean, I can't justify bolting the angler. I could justify bolting his face. This is frustrating. I mean, now the plan doesn't work anymore. Just hit his face. I think we bolt face. And then, yeah. Bolt face and then see what happens with the spin. Yeah, so we may or may not have lost the bolt. We don't know. Anger's good here. We can get the ooze a little bit larger. What if we get ooze a little bit larger and we anger the board? Takes out the blood ghasts. Does he have the fourth angler? Oh, he's just flashing that back. Just wait. We're trying. Run Home says don't do it, just wait. We maybe should have waited. That's true. Ray says, but you want to discard search? Yeah, we did. It grew Goyf's. Goyf is a 5/6 now, so this actually worked out for us. He didn't know that we had like an enchantment, potentially. Discarding the search actually was sweet for us. In reference to the Burning Inquiry. Yeah, we've gummed up the board now. Just don't think we have something to sink into. We don't have them. Yeah, we probably didn't. Horner Master, probably not. So we just play Finks here, right? Well, there's juicy stuff to get with Ooze. Not that I think I'm supposed to go on the attack here necessarily. We could force a trade or a chump. I think those are both wrong. I think I'm just supposed to play Finks and play the grindy game. Attack with E-Wit, beta block. Oh yeah, attacking with E-Wit's interesting, right? So you attack with E-Witness is free damage, and then if he goes for it, we grow Ooze and then Anger. Yeah. Yeah, that's sweet. That's free damage, I guess. Because if he doesn't go for the block, then we're just planning to... Yeah, it's fine. So he takes it. We're just planning to play Finks if he doesn't take the bait. No, you should attack with all, says Johnny. Attack with all, try to kill next turn. That's a defensible line. I don't disagree. I hate the idea of playing Kitchen Finks into the fact that he's about to... that we're considering angering, though. I mean, angering here feels so bad, going down the Witness, going down... I mean, we'd have to grow Ooze first, but he'll go down both Bloodghasts. Nah, it was a fine attack. I think it's still play Finks. We might not be using Anger to win this game. Just play the Finks. I think so too. I don't think we're maybe using the Finks anymore to win this game. I think this game's going to be more about what's already on the table. Johnny says the deck has no top deck. Oh, they have flashback, I almost said Lingering Souls. They have flashback Faithless Looting. Their deck has no top deck. What am I worried about? I did put us dead to double Lightning Bolt earlier in the game. Okay. So somebody said that we sideboarded wrong. Yes. How do we board when he's on the play? So I think we did definitely board a little. Actually, the Tamir Charm was huge there. It actually probably saved us. That's not me saying the card's good. That's me saying it was just incidentally good in that very specific situation we found ourselves in. Next turn, you get to attack with everything. Nah, play Finks, next turn attack with everything. Yeah, I think that's why the opponent scooped. I mean, we cut a lot of our blue. A lot of our blue actually got cut out against him. Like, Threads, Jace, Clicks, everything. A lot of the blue of the deck is out. Ancestrals. I mean, he's on the play again. Like, because we lost game 1, this has been a nightmare, opponent being on the play games 2 and 3. Or sorry, no. We were on the play game 2. That was our game to win more easily. This is the game that's going to be much more difficult than that last one. Depending on the matchup, they side out their bolts. That's true. That's true, Master. They might have sided out bolts. That's very true. So somebody suggested bringing in Tracker. I'm not sure if that's right here, but maybe it is. Because these can grow to be big enough to... I mean, when we're Tamir, it's kind of awkward. We have to grow our threats big enough to tango with his Gurmags. Bloodbraid not legal yet? No, not till Wednesday. You know what? Spreading seems so bad here, too. Why are we still running the Moltons and the Spreadums? Like, at least Vendilion Click can trade with their flyer and protect us, like, buy us a turn. Is a Charm kills the little guy. I mean, so does Tarfire. I mean, we just need really big goifs. Maybe Tarfire should have never left. Yeah, I mean, both of these, when he's on the play, kill his little 1-drop that they run, the red 1-drop. Is a Charm is still solid. Yeah, I guess we need all of the instant speed interaction. Like, we need more answers for killing the little 1-drop they like to play. And he still had them in. What about Thrashing? I don't think you want Bronnaton. I think I'd rather still have Trackers. I am still awake. I like how he built a no sorcery Goif deck, says Ray. Yeah, pretty much. Seems bad, right? Seems good? Seems bad. Alright, this is an easy mulligan. This is also an easy mulligan. I should ask him, can you mulligan too so we actually can win? That would be me trolling him, by the way. I think we got to bottom this Huntmaster. So we need a 3rd land to actually have any semblance of casting the Anger. Well, we tried. But countering Lore with Charm is great, says Nugs. Maybe. It's yet to be seen. Who's the list? What? Turn 1. Flamebait. Alright, and we're rewarded. Well, we were going to run Bolt anyway. Bolt. Oh, how's the list doing? That I'm not sure. We've been winning, but we've been playing like viewer decks, and I've been playing more poorly as the night has gone long. I would say earlier the deck was doing well, and now I'd say the deck's doing well, but I'm not doing well. I'm pretty exhausted. I think this is indeed the last game. I know I said that last time, but I'm almost positive that's true this time. I'm assuming this is a hollowed one, right? And I'm not going to have the Ancient Grudge. I'm never going to see the Ancient Grudge. We're going to die. Maybe we should have still run Bronnaton because that can trade with trade itself with the hollowed ones. Oh, Tasigur. Never mind. This is not what I expected. Alright, Colossi is good. Can we get there? Foothills go. Not that I really want to fetch shock ourselves into blue mana off of the freaking wooded foothills just to counter something, but it might be correct. Somebody suggested I might need to be able to counter something like a Cathartic Reunion or... I mean, Colossus Stonewalls Tasigur. It's pro-black. if we can get there. So ideally we get Breeding Pool here if he doesn't do anything meriting the Izzet Charm. I hope he doesn't make us need to cast the Izzet Charm here. I don't really want to take the extra damage if I can help it. Flashback looting. You know what? You got it. Even though I could counter that with the Izzet Charm, I don't want to take the extra damage here. Alright, we get to live another turn. Alright, Breeding Pool time. We already have the second red source in hand for something like Anger. We need another green source, though, despite what's going down. Oh, boy. I mean, Bloodbraid is sweet, but, like, I need help. We need help! Ideally, he's going to Burning Inquiry us into Goyfs and removal. Yeah, I hope so. That'd be nice. That's wishful thinking, Ray. I might just have to Izzet Charm here just to try to hit more playable, like, cards here. We'll see what he does and see if, like, we are supposed to keep the Anger. He hasn't seen any Bloodghasts yet. I do love how diversified the threats are in the Hollowed One deck. The fact that we've let the Tazagar connect twice is so awful. As a Tamir deck, like, we need to be... If we're not removing the threat, we need to be actively committing to the table and blocking. You know, in this color combination, like, we need to be removing things, we need to be blocking. We need to be participating. Alright, there's the Gurmag. I think I have to find... I think we have to Izzet Charm, and I have to find the land for the Colossus. Okay, another Bloodbraid. I think Anger has to go, and the second Bloodbraid has to go. I mean, the problem is Colossus is still a losing board state, right? Now we draw the Goyf. Great. I guess we could have theoretically Bloodbraided into the Goyf, and then we have double blocks. This is terrible. Yeah, this is not going to work. I mean, it's technically still more advantageous to play out the Goyf, right? But then again, it'd be such a loss of tempo if he just has the Fatal Push for the Goyf. Like, are we supposed to stick our blocker here and then hope to do multiple things the turn after with the Bloodbraid? This is just terrible. Colossus into Goyf. That's what I think we have to do too, Snaff. Like, we play out the Colossus, we take our lumps from the Tazagar, we go to 6, and again we're dead to Bolt. Next turn we get to stick either the Bloodbraid or the Tarmogoyf. Bloodghast. Yep, I'm at 10. That has haste. Great. Oh man, the hardcast Bloodghast is going to get us here. That's such a shame. We'll block the biggest threat. Take 6. Go to 4. It's okay. We said this was going to be a tough matchup, right? They're quite diversified. We have to get lucky, right? Yeah, I'm probably dead if we don't get lucky on the Bloodbraid. I mean, Tarmogoofy, big enough to, like, block Tazagar and it's Deece. I think I have to get lucky on the Bloodbraid, though. Hey, we cast a Tarmogoyf anyway. I think we have to make the land drop, even though I don't know what it's doing for us. Now we turn this around a little bit. That Goyf's pretty big. Now we're actually... Yeah, that was a Bloodbraid Elf into Prey moment. Alright, he's cycling. Oh no. Oh no. Big game. Yep, that's game. Well, it's not game immediately, but that's horrible for us. The big game was sick for the opponent. He also gets it as a 1-1 here, which is relevant. I mean, now I really can't consider cracking this fetch, right? So we block the 2 big threats again. Yeah, I know this big game was sick. I'm going to fall at 2. And we need like another miracle, and I don't know what it would be. We need a miracle at Terminus here, right? Foothills, it's not going to do it. Good games. That's a fine way to end the night. I would assume we're bad against Dredge or Dredge hybrids, and that's kind of what the opponent's on. I would assume that's the case. We'll commit seppuku. Actually, is that our first loss of the deck, though? I mean, against viewers, of course, with this weird, terrible archetype. Good game, sorry about the mull. Oh, it happens, true story. I did mull to 5. That's true, we almost came back. The mull to 5 was painful. Alright, that was kind of short. I'll play one more, viewer. I'll play one more. Yeah, we didn't lose to goblins. We did beat goblins. We beat the Cocoa deck we played. Oh no, our other loss tonight was humans. We lost to humans and we just lost to Hollowed One. But we actually took on pretty much everything else we played against. Good games, man. Sorry about the mole. Oh, dude, that's not your fault, Archer. You don't need to apologize for that. Good games, man. Yeah, us going to 5 was pretty brutal. We couldn't keep the 7 or the 6. Good games, man. That big game hunter was awesome. Oh, I felt that all the way here in my chair, man. That was oh, this is like terrible. Last match of today? Nah, one more. If we can get another viewer in here quick. That was so much fun, the Tamir Charm fight. Did you like that? I almost punted that because I'm a little exhausted gamings. Did you like that one turn where we made one of our Goyfs trade with both of your Gurmags? Yeah, it's super sick. It seems very strong in the metagame, Archer, when there's plenty of people trying to go that big on their creatures in Modern. Think I might have broke the format, Bruce, says Irish. Show us. What do you got? What do you got? How'd you break it? Did not expect the Tamir Charm? Yeah. Nobody expects the Tamir Charm. How's my match versus Living End? I'm sure it's very poor, Narn. I would assume it's very poor. Let's have a viewer play us with Living End and stomp us, and I can show you how bad our Living End matchup is. I would love to show you how bad that matchup is. I would love to show you how bad that matchup is. But we actually, I mean, we did take down Amulet Titan, which was hilarious. I thought that would be a horrible matchup, and he did crush us game 1, but we managed to win 2 and 3. Races just get better with Jaces? Maybe. Do we have another user with a modern deck on Magic Online that'd love to play us? If we can't find another opponent, I will have to call it. Anyone? Bueller? Bueller? Anyone? Anybody? Somebody out there's got to have a modern deck. I have no idea, Ray. I don't know why it hates you. I don't hate you. I should have been more specific, Taz. I'm sorry. You're not wrong. Welcome to the BrewSpytheMagicGuy show. Also, Tendrils of Tragedy. Welcome. Rat Boy. Let me catch up on these follows. Taz NL. Welcome to the BrewSpytheMagicGuy show. Tendrils of Tragedy. Also, welcome to the show. Rat Boy 66. Rat Boy. Also, what's up? Sorry, I know that was 20 minutes ago, Rat Boy, but also welcome to the show. My only deck is a control deck. You probably don't want to play the control mirror again. Nah, let's do it. All right, Irish Scatus. I'm super excited because Irish is a wonderful member of this community for sure. The Brew Spy community, of the Magic community in general. Irish is a real joy. Let's do this. This will be the last one, Lil Corn. Maybe next time. You should put a kappa on that. Say it's too late for me to play Magic. I mean, in the dark we keep this. Arcticalix 123. Welcome to the Brew Spy show. Stormblade 73. Welcome to the Brew Spy the Magic Guy show. Magi, welcome to the Brew Spy show. Welcome to the jams. All right. Where do Foothills go? Let's see what Irish has got for us. He said he's broken the format. Maybe it's just 4 Jace the Mind Sculptor, 4 Blood Braids? Uh-oh. Simeon? Ooh. Okay. That's an Eidolon. Alright, draw a Goblin Guide. It always works. See that jingle? See, you guys don't believe me. I think that jingle works. I was right, it's burn. He's putting us to the burn test. Putting us to the burn test. Can't wait for Madcat Mirror. Alright, well, kill this. Play this, pass. Hope to draw an extra card off the guide, then kill it. Come on, draw us a land. It's because you're the Goblin Guide. He made burn but faster. Alright, Bloodbraid Elf. We don't need that extra Bloodbraid. We don't even need it. Not where we're going. I don't know if I want to take any more fetch damage. Sometimes the burn matchup really does come down to those little inches. That's a 5/6 Tarmogoyf. Oop, if I can float the right colors, jeez. How can you beat faster burn? I don't know, Snorlax. I think the first step is play a 5/6 Tarmogoyf. And then start Jace Fate Sealing him off of his second land. If we can Fate Seal him off of second mountain, we can do this. Lava Spike. Alright, Jace Fate Seal for the win. Can we do it? We have oozes in our deck. We should technically still play the forest. Alright, Jace the Mind Sculptor. Sculptor as in scoop, as in no more mana for you, sir. Eidolon. No, you can have that. Now, I'm going to try to keep him off the second mana. I'm going to Fate Seal him, hopefully, out of this match. I hope. It's tempting to try to set up an Ancestral with this Bloodbraid. I think I'm still just Fate Sealing him off of that second land. Lightning Bolt. No, you can have that. No, you can have that. That's not the second land. Bloodbraid Elf of my... Spin the wheel. Spin the wheel. Tarmogoyf. I accept. I mean, we could play the Tarn. I think it's greedy. I mean, fetch with the Tarn. We can play Tarn, certainly. It's a matter of do we fetch. Still should have played Island and kept Mountain up, but it won't matter. Yeah, we should have. Yeah, you're right. We should have played the Island, and then we could have had Bolt up. Absolutely. Okay. Ban Bloodbraid Elf. Bloodbraid's not won the match there. It was Jace. Jace Fate Seal, like, I don't know. I felt like that was... I'm kidding, it wasn't. Alright, Fink's in. He needs to steal game one from us. The fact that we got game one is huge, actually. And Irish knows that. He's no stooge. What about Threads? I don't know about Threads. How do we win this matchup after what just happened there? Tireless Tracker? Try to draw to the sideboard cards? Definitely Kitchen Finks. Okay, well, what's bad? Ancestral's too slow when he's on the play. My opponent's on the play now, so... Unless we're just hoping to get lucky. I mean, Click can, like, trade with something. Can, like, nab a top deck Lava Spike out of his hand. Seems bad, too. Like, these seem bad, too. Smear Charm, at least, is a bad mana leak, as is the Supreme Will. Charm's too slow. I think Clicks are even worse, though. I mean, we might just have to get lucky and still run the Ancestrals. Just have them in the opener or hit them off Bloodbraid. I'm okay if we're just like, well, we have to get lucky. Like, Search is slow. Jace is slow. Run P and K. Okay. Run Bronatons and Angers. Okay. It's 59. Maybe even the Threads. Could borrow Goblin Guide. Alright, let's do it. Maybe V-click's still fine, because that lets me sit on these bad mana leaks. These objectively worse mana leaks. You still like Spreading Seas? Well, he wasn't the 3-color burn. He was single. He was mono red. Well, step 1. I can't keep this, right? Double Ancestral Bolt Hand. This isn't much better, but I'll keep it as a sideboard card. And I know even though there's a Huntmaster there, I think I have to bottom that. And it sucks that we've got all our fetches here. I almost wish I saw some more natural land drops. Against burn, every life point does matter. Ray says he's Lich's Mirror burn, like 100% sure. No, there's a fetch. No, Breeding Pool, there you go. Hey, I asked for that. I was hoping the deck would give us some more natural land drops, so hey, appreciate it, deck. Yeah, so you think he's on Lich's Mirror burn? Probably just because he wants to prove a point. That's Irish for you. Never heard of that. Seems fun. He's trying to do the stipulation. Is what it is, actually. He's trying to show me up. Well, he's trying to show us that it's sweet. Is actually. And it is sweet, Irish. If you can hear me. I think I'm still supposed to bolt Eidolon. Maybe let him cast something first. I don't want to take the extra damage here. So we'll go ahead and bolt it now. I mean, we take 2 damage regardless. If we wait, we take 4. Good old Pyrostatic Pillar. Huntmaster's great because it's something that doesn't trigger Eidolon in the burn matchup. I mean, that doesn't mean it's good. I'm just saying it's nice if you can make it to the mid to late stages of this matchup. Another Eidolon? Okay. I mean, I don't really want to Threads an Eidolon. We could. I could Threads this and then we work off of the Huntmaster. I know that seems a little cute, but I technically could do that. It is a little adorable. It's tempting. I don't think it's the right play. I think you're still just supposed to anger this turn, then follow up with Huntmaster. It's tempting to Threads. And then try to start pressuring him. Yeah, we'll do it. I think it's wrong, but whatever. We got another game to play. It'll be fun. But isn't Lich's Mirror garbage? It's actually hot garbage. Why not just play your enormous Goyf? Nah, I'll steal his thing. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. I am supposed to probably play Goyf or play Anger here, but we'll do the fun play. It's the end of the night. Whatever. Irish is obviously having fun too if he is playing Lich's Mirror. Probably Madcap Mirror. Rift Bolt. Lava Spike. Triggers the Eidolon. Sure. Alright, now he doesn't have mana open for something like... unless he has Simian Spirit Guide into... He could. Knowing Irish, he could. We should get... I don't really care about the Anger anymore. Let's just get the basic Forest and play Huntmaster. Gets around Eidolon. He might have to Rift Bolt my Huntmaster here. I think that he will, because I'll just plan on flipping it. So I think he has to Rift Bolt the Huntmaster. I mean, this is where we get punished with my fun play. Oh no, he's going face. Alright, I'm on 6. Do you have the other 3 and 3? Hope his hand is Lich's Mirror. He has to go face. Face is the place. Face is the place. Alright, Blaze. Blaze the Eidolon goes to 4. Oh! This bolt's almost lethal. I mean, we lost because I did the cute play, right? So this is land drop Madcap Mirror, right? And goes back to 20 and then wins. Irish makes a sad face. Swift Spear. Okay. Bolt him in response to the next hit. Yes! I knew it! Most excellent. Irish, man, you're a wonderful person. I treasure you. I treasure you, man. Irish, you made my night. We're done. We're done. There's nothing else we can do that will make your fetches didn't work out. Your tech cards didn't work. Irish, there's nothing else we can do. Not any amount of Jaces or any amount of Bloodbraid Elves I could put in this Tamir deck would be cooler than what you just played us with. There's just no way. There's just no way. I know what you're getting with the experiment. I know what you were trying to do. Yeah. We had the bolt in our hand. I cherish you. It was super close. Irish, I mean, you're not wrong. If I wanted to win the stipulation money, we should just do what you just did. That was sweet. Can I have your list, maybe, please? Can I have it? Can you help me win? Lil Corn even loved it. Lil Corn loved it. Cat Burn. Burn Mirror. The Burn Mirror. Somebody should like song request. What is that song? Call Me Maybe, right? One of our sponsors. Ahmad is my friend, so I can't be banned. Alright, were you scared of me when I... Alright, were you scared at all after the turn 1 game when I thought I had a chance there? I was terrified, Irish. When you went turn 1 Goblin Guide turn... When you went turn 1 Goblin Guide Simeon Eidolon, I was scared stiff. We got very lucky, man. How did I squeeze out the first game? We got super lucky. What did we hit? I hit the Jace. You kind of hit too many. You never got out of the one lander, right? And I hit a Jace and I tried to Fate Seal you off of the second land. I got super lucky, man. Irish, I got super lucky. The fact that you never saw the second Mana Source was crazy to me. When you just wanted to play the Burn Mirror every game. You had Burn for both and I never hit a land. I did have Burn Spell for both your threats. Yeah. I got very lucky, Irish, I'm aware. Yeah. It doesn't make it any more sweet. I'm so glad you shared that with us, man. I'm very, very glad. You seriously, what I said was true, Irish. You made my night. I think there's nothing else. There's nothing else I can do with this deck that would be cooler than what you just did, friend. I'm sorry. As much as I like to think this deck's kind of cool and terrible and wonderful, and I mean, we killed like 2 Gurmag Anglers with a Tamir Charm earlier tonight, although still lost the match. I mean, when I saw the Simians, I knew exactly what was going on, says Koron. Well, your comment in chat, you were like, I'm breaking the meta. I was a little suspicious it'd be a Madcap deck, or a mirror deck. If you guys want to know what our opponent was doing, I imagine it had something to do with Lich's Mirror. Did you have the 2 of, like, that's in the stipulation too, Irish? I'd love to see your list, man. We could certainly try it. And I guess it seems sweeter to me now. At least it's like a really cool take on Burn. It's not like your typical Burn. We need another breeding pool for this monster, by the way. We got punished by that so hard earlier. There should be another breeding pool in this. Well, one could be in the board, but I didn't buy it yet. Oh, okay, so you had one main and then you maybe board the second one? Okay, okay. I dig it. Stipulation. Well, I think this is a fine end to the stream. I'd love to get your list sometime, Irish. If you send it my way, I might even play it. Because, again, we do need to try to win some of that delicious prize money. If you guys didn't know, Lil Corn is putting on an event for my channel until the 3rd of March where we could win money to hopefully purchase a new streaming computer. Based on match wins, I wish the stipulation was build a deck around Bloodbraid, Elf, or Jace the Mind Sculptor. I think it'd be a much easier stipulation. But I'm ready to go to bed, guys. Modern Waterfalls. Try it, live it, love it. Is it an original idea? No, I mean, there's legacy Waterfalls, but this is my, or I should say our modern interpretation of the deck. So with that, I'm going to find another streamer to host. I was a small, excuse me, I'm a small-time streamer that got my start from the help of other people hosting me, so I like to do the same to someone else. Okay, Caleb's playing Legacy. Oh, right behind Caleb. That's insane. All right, Mardi Gras stream. Testing Bloodbraid and Jun, says Nola Gold. Z Magic's playing Green Black Snake. I mean, it's also like 3 in the morning for me, so it is bedtime. Any other spicy decks going on? Oh, Romario's on. He's a card hoarder streamer. You guys are going to watch Romario Vidal. He's a fantastic Legacy player. You're going to love it. Speaking of Jace the Mind Sculptor. I'll see you on the next show.